right, so where we last left off. I told you a little bit of what happened, right, Johnny? I'll give you a more comprehensive recap. In the last episode or so, the Declan had decided to spend a night in the basement of the Dayflower, the inn you guys now own. He had some disturbances, as well as the Ghouls. Gaul was down there as well. After that night and the others staying the night in the stable, you decided that it was time to do something about the Dayflower's problem. So Florian and Declan went to the Sunhome district to try to find somebody there to help them. They did not really find anybody to help them.
All they learned was that I
hit
need
the
to
apothecary.
be brave.
They did hit the apothecary on the way home. Icarus decided that he needed to get Speeb away from the store for a while, so he took him up to a place called the Mana Bakery in the Artificers District. Zadal and Guts had decided to stay home, and they just kind of kicked back for a while until they got bored and decided to go find themselves a shady bar to hang out at. On their way out of that bar, they ran into Declan and Florian, who decided to go back in. They had a bit of an altercation after having words with the bartender. They got in a fight. Elias showed up and broke the fight up. 86 you guys. Then you went back to the Artificers District where you found Icarus and Speed absolutely gorged on pastries and baked goods and things of that nature. You then made your way back to the Dayflower. Declan got completely naked as the ritual for the exorcism called. He covered himself in oil and ignited himself. He challenged all the demons to jump into his body, and as he did, he breathed the flames inside of himself, kind of destroying them like kind of a human furnace as all this black soot rose from his body and stuck to the ceiling. He collapsed, and that is effectively where we left off. Everybody had made their way to their own respective bedrooms at this point. For the first time in quite a few days, you guys are getting a well-deserved night's rest. You, Zagal, actually have a pretty horrible nightmare, though. As you're sleeping, you dream that you're back in Radamanus, right? And you're standing under the great monolith, the shade that divides you from the desert that is scorching and barren. And there's like this great celebration as you guys look out into the distance as a pilgrim seems to be coming into the city.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a huge deal in Radamanus. People that manage to make it to the city are seen as special. You affix your eyes on him for a long time as you see him making your way towards the city, and just as he gets close enough for you to be able to see him, you can make out the face and the robes. You can tell it's Tyrus Lightsworn making his way towards the city. And that's where you wake up, kind of horrified at the idea. You kind of wake up in your bed, but the birds are chirping, and everyone else starts to slowly awaken too. Speed is in the kitchen cooking bacon. You guys can smell the wafting smells of grease and hear splattering of oil. What do you guys want to do?
I want to check on Declan.
Is there a bar?
There's a bar. It is downstairs.
We own a bar now. So.
You are in the bar that you own, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm gonna fucking...
I like to know. It's like a good plan.
Okay,
what's my barkeep's name?
It's Speed.
Oh, it's Speed. Okay.
Yeah. You guys decided to bring him with you, remember?
He's my barkeep. That's fucking awesome.
So you guys, Florian goes to check on Zagal, Icarus, and... Or Florian goes to check on Declan, sorry. Zagal and Icarus make their way downstairs to eat breakfast. Guts, what are you doing? Do you want to go? You wake up and make your way down?
I do 100 pull-ups. Just kidding. I head downstairs.
Okay, so you likewise smell the bacon, and the three of you make your way down. Florian, you make your way into Declan's room, and you open the door, and he appears to be fine. He is also slowly starting to come awake from his slumber.
What a night.
Yeah, you had like 1,000 demons inside of you last night.
Yeah, I sure did.
that really big one too.
I take a swig of
How are you
beer.
feeling?
It's too early for this. Let's not talk about that.
Oh, well, when you are feeling up to it, smells like Beeve is cooking breakfast.
Yeah, I think I just want a tall beer for once.
All right.
Yeah,
I feel
I'll
awkward, so I'm going
be
downstairs.
I'll be down in a minute. Declan gets dressed and heads down after a few minutes.
Okie dokie. So you guys make your way down, and Speed comes out, and he seems perky and happy. He comes up to you guys like, "Oh, good morning, everyone. I'm just getting breakfast ready for everybody." He goes back into the kitchen. He comes out with a couple plates that have a pretty good pile of bacon on them, and there's also some pretty colorful, like fried tomatoes or something like that. And it's like, we're right next to this really lovely fruit and vegetable stand. And he sold me this, and it's really delicious. And he displays the plates out amongst you guys.
What color are the tomatoes?
Green, like green tomatoes,
Green.
you know. So, yeah.
Steve, you feeling okay today?
Feeling a lot better, actually. Feel pretty good. Feel pretty good. Visit's gonna hang back and work on the bar a little bit. He's gonna continue cleaning it up, and I was thinking about going to the post office and maybe paying a crier to advertise the bar for us, and then maybe even finding someone who will play some music or something. I'll offer them a meal or something like that. You know?
Bard. All right.
Do you think we're open? I mean, ready to open? We were just haunted as of last night.
I mean, what's the difference? You're haunted one minute, you're not haunted the next. Life goes on, right? That guy at the Sun Home didn't seem to think it was that big a deal. I
Lenny,
guess
you know what you're
Speed,
doing.
Speed wouldn't know that. Never mind.
Because with the area that we're in, with the community that we have here, I don't think they really will care that much, to be 100% honest.
I mean, as long as we got enough booze and enough food, I think people will come here to eat and drink no matter what, right? If they stay the night.
I think our little demon problem is taken care of for now. I think we'll be all right.
It would seem so. It seems so. It feels a lot better in here, you know?
Look at Speed, man. He's looks a little less
And Speed kind of looks at you guys like,
looks a little less cranky today, so
I'm feeling wonderful.
Speed, you know what I need. You hit
Visit was effectively brought back after the exorcism. He's back there cleaning and cooking, and what you assume would be cooking the bacon that Speed brought out. So, what do you guys have planned for today? Do you want to come with me to maybe help find somebody to play music, or you got your own thing?
Well, I think Guts and I want to go get our equipment from that
Right.
blacksmith.
A terrible idea.
You say a terrible idea?
It's not a terrible idea.
They're like a terrible idea.
A terrible idea.
I don't know about everybody else, but
what do you guys want?
I'd like to join you. I like going around with you boys. You for good company.
I mean,
okay.
Are we keeping the name the same? Do you think it might scare some people off? Like, I think we might need to rebrand this place, you know?
Right. This is also a time to think about what kind of bar exactly you guys want this place to be. Do you want it to be the kind of shitty place where bar fights happen all the time like it has been historically, or do you want it to be the kind of place you charge people a lot to come into and then you have really nice shit to serve them? This is all up to you.
I mean, somewhere in the middle sounds...
Yeah, I mean...
You guys are obviously going
Free
to
Fridays.
the rest of the time.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
We just have happy hours. Lots of happy hours.
Yeah, you don't get to... The alcoholic dwarf doesn't get to make the bar decisions, I would.
Never drink your own product.
Yeah, see, it's kind of Scarface.
As you go. If you want to drink, you can go down to, Smother Inn. It's probably the best option for you. Or
So this is our
Well,
bar.
you could
Have
probably.
you guys eaten your
you
breakfast
could
at this point?
probably
You guys are
take the,
gobbling it up, I'm assuming. Steve is starting to take the empty plates away from you guys as you begin finishing your breakfast.
I have no idea what else to do today. So
Did one of you guys want to take the key? He kind of hangs out. He's like, if you'd like to, visit's going to be here all day, so there's no real need to lock it. You'll be the watch guard,
I think we need to get more keys made. Someone
Maybe.
loses it, or if someone gets kidnapped or some shit.
That blacksmith might be able to make a copy for you.
Yeah, I'll take it for now.
Why we're already going to blacksmith. What if we went to a woodworking shop to see if we could, or a magic shop to see if we could find a magic stone for my Declan's rod that I have.
True. You could make your way to the
Since we're working
Artificer's
on our
district.
weapons.
Well, in the same district as the Mana Bakery, there was all sorts of magical outlets and shops and things like that. I'm sure you can find something there. We
Did you also pull a bone from the demon for a staff?
He did, in fact. He got the leg of a demon inscribed with dark runes that you could also use as a staff.
Are the ruins in Abyssal?
They are not understandable by you.
Probably by any of us.
I was just curious.
What language is it?
I have to
language.
think of a language that it is that none of you guys know,
You
because
don't know.
you guys actually cover an extremely broad range of languages. Now that we have a new person, she probably also speaks some other languages, so that's going to be hard.
Alright, well, Declan will take the key
Yeah.
and get ready to leave towards the
Okay.
blacksmith.
All right,
I don't
Steve is
know
putting the plates
who's
away, and he's
coming.
kind of dusting his hands off. He's like, I'm going to set out and put in to have the minstrel start advertising for us. Maybe we'll open tonight, maybe tomorrow or so. What do you guys think?
I think tomorrow.
Okay. Get it cleaned
Do we
up really
have-
good, and
Yeah. Like I said,
Yeah.
I think we need a new name. You can't.
I don't mind renaming it.
Why? What name do you think we should apply here?
The Stinky Speed.
That probably would attract the
Man.
wrong kind of attention if we
Mm.
want to be a middle class
I think
bar.
it's the best.
One-eyed Jacks.
What is the brothel's name next door?
The brothel's name is the Silver Lace.
What is the fruit stand's name?
Did I name the fruit stand? It's just called.
The fruit stand.
Fruit stand.
No, it has a
101.
name. I'm gonna look over my giant.
Let's just call this place the bar.
The bar. Hell yeah. Let's go to the bar, and then everyone will end up there. It's perfect.
Why
Do
not
you know
101?
how to get to the bar? Yeah, it's right over there.
Why don't we call it the 101? The basics.
Oh, it's just called Swift Shell's fruit stand. Fruit stand.
I mean,
Why don't we call
got
it
all
Shell's
day?
fruit
We
stand.
got all day to come up with a name for this place. So I mean,
Right. You can mull it over. It's not like you can't open without a name.
first impressions. Though, I mean,
So you guys
Crikey, guys.
walk out of the
What do you
bar.
think about the basics as a name? The basics as the name of our inn.
Basics.
I mean,
The
I want
basics.
Sounds
something,
kind of swanky.
want
But
something
then it just
catchy.
sounds like they're going to be just serving the basics.
Yeah,
You know, that's all they'd be
nothing
supplying.
special.
Well, I mean, that might appeal to the crowd here.
I mean, we are going for the middle class. We are not going for the poor people. We are going for the people that are like can afford the basics, but they aren't necessarily looking for more than just the basics. Does that make sense?
The basics.
So as you guys are outside the bar talking, you see to the right of your bar the tiny kind of enclave that is this fruit stand owned by what you can see is this very old, kind of hunched over. He's a turtle. He's a turtle of a person, right? He's got these really big bottle cap glasses on. He's just very slowly moving around his store, just kind of adjusting fruits and things like that. And Speed kind of starts making his way into town, and he waves over him. He's like, "Thank you, Horace. Have a good day." And Horace kind of like turns to him really slowly.
You guys think we
But
should sell turtle
Speed's
soup
already
here?
gone. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah. You'll be a frequent customer, right?
I don't want to eat the little turtle.
So what do you guys want to do?
I don't know who's coming with me, but
Well,
I would assume Guts at least is
Me?
going to the
I
blacksmith.
am going with you. Don't you try and leave me.
I could go to the blacksmith.
So as a group, you guys make your way to the blacksmith.
Did
And
not write that guy's name down, I don't think. So that's
it's Horace,
Oh, the
Horvs.
blacksmith.
Oh, the blacksmith. I don't think I even fucking wrote it down.
I don't think we inquired,
Yeah, I don't know. He's just a
as
blacksmith.
usual.
Just generic dwarven blacksmith one. So you guys make your journey through the southernmost part of the Embers to one of the bridges that crosses over into the Envoys district, and make your way into the square where Elias had given you the stern talking to, and you are back at the blacksmith's. What did I even name it? I named it something. Oh, Sparklight Smithing. That's right. You find your way back to Sparklight Smithing. And the surly-looking dwarf that you had talked to before kind of meanders up, and he's like, "So, you guys have finally come back. We've got your things ready for you."
great. Hope you took good care of that shield, man. I hope it's up to snuff.
He kind of walks back and he pulls the shield out, and it very obviously is the spike affixed to your shield, right? But it is also like there's these braces that come across that are obviously like they almost made like an inset for it in the shield as well. So you can tell it's kind of firmly affixed to the shield now. There you are. Push it back to you. And
apply that in my inventory.
Guts, however,
Thanks,
you
man.
decided that you were going to pay once you showed up here. He's like, "So, got your sword ready for you. You got the cash?"
How much was it again? I forgot to write it down out of character.
I think it was 200 gold.
I should just say that in character.
Yep.
What does that spike do for my shield?
It adds a d6 of damage to your shield bash.
All right, I'm gonna find it.
Okay, it was 200, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Alright, sounds good.
All right, and I'll be right back with it. And you can hear him go back there, and he kind of fumbles around. And he's having a very hard time. You can tell that it's like, so he has a hard time like walking with this great sword that was obviously made for the dimensions of a half orc. It's almost kind of dragging. He's like, "Oh, sorry." He kind of hoists it up to you, and it's very long. It's got a big hilt on it. It's a very standard looking great sword, but it is made by some of the finest smiths in the land. And it does 2d8 plus 6 damage.
Oh,
Uh-huh. So, is there anything else I can help you guys with?
Oh yeah. You make copies of this key, like 2 or 3 copies of this key. How much did that cost? You can.
Kind of picks it up and looks at it. It's like, it's kind of a bit finer work than we're used to. Probably do it. It'd probably take me a day, so I'd run you about 20 gold.
For how many? For
Why
one
don't you think
apiece?
that's a little high?
I'll make 2 of them for you. I'd need to have this key for the next day as well, though.
We'd
Part of it.
Oi, do you think that since we're losing the key for a day, we could probably get a little cheaper price because we're on the other side of town?
Make a persuasion check.
If you lose that key, I'm gonna kill you.
I rolled an 18 with a +2, so 20.
Okay. Well, I suppose I could do that. I could do it for about 10 gold for you instead, I suppose.
All right,
It's
that
just the
sounds
key.
like
It's just that
Sounds like a plan, man.
it's just the labor. You know, it's kind of hard to make sure. You got to get a key just right, or it won't work.
I'm sorry, what was the damage on my sword again?
200 gold.
Damage on the. Oh, I already said damage, right?
Oh,
That'd be a lot of
damage.
How much damage your sword does?
2d8 plus 6 damage.
Alright, thanks.
No problem. So, what do you guys want to do?
Give you the 10 gold and
All right, thank you, sir.
don't lose that thing, man. That's all we got. You wouldn't.
So,
You wouldn't
as you
give out
guys
false
are-
copies of that to anybody, would you?
no, absolutely not. I'm a man of my word. I work for the envoy. I work for the guards here, so you're in the guards district. So as you guys are standing here, you see that yet another ship, one of the final ships of the envoy, has made its way in, and it's releasing this large crowd of very peculiar-looking to you race of people. They are Genasi. They are of the tribe of Fire, Genasi. They're all kind of standing there in the middle of Lawmaster Square, much like you guys were. And Elias comes out, and he starts giving them the spiel that he gave you guys in common. And most of the Genasi seem to understand it, and a few of them don't. He gives it in a couple more spiels, and he dismisses them, and they begin walking away. And much like you guys do, one of them seems to make their way up to the blacksmith. And as they do, go ahead and describe your character for us, Laura. What are you? Are we there?
1 second.
I gotta be honest, I don't actually know what a Genasi looks like. I gotta Google it.
Kind of like a pale skin,
Super
angel
cool.
looking person.
Kind of like a pale reddish skin. And I've got like flaming hair.
Okay. So these people are kind of otherworldly looking.
Yeah, look like an alien.
Gotcha.
Kind of like Drax, but with like red skin.
Gotcha.
And it's fire.
Gotcha. Is your character a male or a female?
Female.
Okay. So you also notice that opposed to the other Genasi, this one seems to be she's wandered up here alone she doesn't appear to have any particular group amongst the other Genasi that have shown up. And I'll be honest, I don't really have any great reason for why you guys are being joined, because I was kind of not prepared for a new character tonight. But alas, she stands before you, and what do you guys say to each other?
Hello.
Hello?
You alone?
Don't scare her off. Don't talk in her head.
The worst way with people, Declan. Yeah, if you're looking to purchase something, this is a fabulous blacksmith.
You can go ahead and start your character with 200 gold too, Laura.
It's kind of high on the price, but end result's pretty worth it, it seems.
Also, if you need somewhere to stay, we just opened an inn.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, we're friendly folk, aren't we?
I guess that would be a good idea. I don't really have anywhere to stay right now.
What is your name?
Imba.
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 Yeah, my name is Florian.
Hello.
I'm Declan.
Oh, yeah, I'm Icarus.
Hello.
I'm Zagal.
I'm Guts.
Sort of portly dwarven man that is Seagal.
Steven.
Man, I'm real sober right now.
Good to meet you.
Just imagine, we're like the weirdest group of people. Come,
as you guys
come to our
as you guys
bar.
are standing here, the dwarf is just kind of looking at you. He's like, "All right, so could you guys shove off then? I've got a lot of work to
I
do."
mean, we
and,
recommend your sales, man. All right, though.
great. This is not an
Wait,
inn.
you know, if we recommend you, would you recommend us?
Depends what you mean by that. What do you guys?
Like if
He
we
kinda
if we
looks-
send people
looks
your way
over-
for sales,
Yeah,
What do
we
you
have a
guys
stable.
do?
We might
Do you
be
guys
sending
run a
people your
stable?
way to
Okay.
shoe their horses.
Stable, an
Okay.
inn, a bar.
Oh, okay. I see. He kind of gets the picture now. He was uncertain of what exactly you guys were talking about.
I mean, we're not the,
Okay. Yeah.
not
Yeah.
the
I mean,
closest, not the closest place near here, but I
I
assure
mean,
you,
a
we're
lot
one of the
of
best.
people that come in here off the ships usually do head to the Embers. But what's the name of the establishment you guys run?
We'll let you know tomorrow.
yeah,
We don't even know the
Okey-dokey
name.
then.
yeah.
You want to name it right now?
I mean, we are working under the Dayflower. That's
The
what it was. We are
Thundercore.
rebranding.
I know what that is. I could. So I'll tell you what. For every person that goes to your bar, and I say that I recommended them, go ahead and I don't know how the fuck does this work out. I'm not really sure how this is beneficial. Do we just make this some
Crikey.
kind of free arrangement? Go ahead, shit. Tell.
This is what we do.
Yeah,
So
I mean, it's
the first
free
thing that we do
advertising.
is we create a say 3% discount. They get 5 gold off of a sword, a great sword. And then when they come to the bar, if they come to the bar, they get a free small drink or
Kind of scratches his
a
head. He's like, I
specific thing.
I don't know if Elias would like me sending people all the way into the Embers. You know, it's kind of a bad neighborhood. I don't
Can
know.
I roll a persuasion check?
What are you trying to do?
Persuade him into doing it because he's talking himself out of it.
Sure. What do you want to say?
I'll help him out too. I'm like, look, we got a paladin, man. Like,
Okay. Okay. Make a
cleaning
persuasion check with
cleaning the
advantage.
neighborhood up
With disadvantage?
with
With
advantage.
advantage.
Does that mean I roll twice and get the higher?
Yeah.
The higher one, yeah.
Okay. So the first one I rolled a 19 because I have.
It was an old Red Bull I took a drink out of.
Hmm.
So you got
And
a
then the
18.
second one I rolled. It didn't change. Okay, it's saying I rolled a 19 again. Okay, cool.
He kind of like gets low to his like little podium he's standing and he's like, look, I'll send. And he looks at Ember and he's like, send all the Genasi to the Embers, right? And I'll send all the shadier looking folks there.
Whatever
right?
types you see fit.
Wow,
I
that's
have
a
a hard time recommending one of the guards to go to the Embers and drink if you understand, right?
Oh, I can understand that, but you got to remember the people that we're going to be sending your way.
Are the
So
same type.
the better people
Right.
that you send here
Right.
to us, the better people that you will get in return.
You send more
Because
rich
like
types to
people-
us, we can send those back. But I mean,
And like
it's kind
people
of just
will
a
come.
one-way street. So I
So
don't
if
know.
you send
All right.
if you
I'll
send the
tell you what.
guards
I'll tell you
our
what.
way, the
When
guards
you guys-
will come back with their
When
friends.
you guys open, when are you guys opening? Tomorrow? Today?
Tomorrow afternoon. Yeah,
All right. I'll come in to your bar tomorrow night, right?
that
And,
sounds just fine.
That way, when I do recommend it to people, I'll know exactly what I'm recommending, right? That seems more fair, right?
Sure.
All right.
Sure thing. I will see you guys tomorrow night. Make sure you've got plenty of ale.
We gotta
Alright.
buy stuff. We gotta get this place up to snuff, and we gotta start telling people about our bar tomorrow.
Right, Speeb has split up with you. Speeb has split up and he's gone to the post office within the Embers to file to try to.
What's the blacksmith's name?
Yeah, what's his name?
Blacksmith's name is Olaf.
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 What a good blacksmith name.
Like a
Right.
bike.
I was sitting on that one. I knew I was going to use Olaf somewhere. You can only use him once.
Yeah,
right?
that's like
He's
Only
a
use them
snowman.
once. It's a snowman. He's an enchanted snowman blacksmith.
on the record, I'm kind of
He's a
excited
short
about Frozen
dwarf.
2.
And he likes to sing.
Okay, I understand the reference, but I've never seen the movie.
I haven't
Me
either.
either.
I didn't do.
I totally
That's
thought
a
you were
weird
referring
meme.
to League of Legends. So
Anyways, what are we doing, guys? What are we doing?
There's not much
Do
to
we
guys
do.
even
What
need
is
up your
going
weapons?
on?
Food.
Boy, I think we should
Drinks.
We don't need
get
food.
our bar up to par so that and show Ember
Went
the
to the
bar.
post
Speed went to the post office to
Wherever
inquire
that
about
is.
getting advertisement from a crier.
Oh,
We
hey.
should also just do like, random people advertising. Hey,
You
you like to
run up to
drink?
people.
Hey, do you
do
like to
some
drink?
do some guerrilla
Do
advertising.
you like to drink?
You like to drink?
Please,
I got the
Do
place
you
for
not
you.
like it when guards show up? Boy howdy. Do we have a neck of the woods you're gonna like?
That just might not happen here, but it might.
I think that before we start advertising to people, we should
Come up with a name.
get our bar and
Yeah.
get a name for it.
So you guys are slowly traversing the city. You're starting to make your way away from the blacksmith at this point, right? Probably more towards the embers. There's no real reason for you to go. Unless you guys wanted to go to the alchemist within the Silax Combine. But as you're progressing through the city, you see a town crier who's kind of proclaiming messages throughout the city. Those brave who seek glory in the highest should find their way to the ruins boneyard. And kind of pauses for a minute, and he's like, the Embers have yet to name a champion for the Sothrotanian trials.
Oh, shit.
Those who wish to compete for this position should report to Asher Firewatch. There's another pause, obviously.
Hang on.
A colorless workshop in the Artificers District offers top dollar on enchanted goods. Find your way there now. The envoy has wait, I fucked this one up. Ezra Galam has fallen as well as Daygrove. The last Sothrotanian envoy has been declared a failure. Hold fast, men and women. The Empire will prevail.
What about Dagger? What did you say?
He talked about how Ezra Galam and Daygrove both fell during the previous envoy.
Fell, as in like. This
So
is
he
my
said-
fucking home, okay?
They have fallen. Those seeking legal work for various natures should check out Classified's desk within the Embers post office. And at that point, he starts taking it back from the talk. Those brave heroes who seek to get.
Can you do it all over again?
You want that? So you want?
Well,
He's
I
kind of a
Well.
short halfling guy that's kind of shouting from this kind of square podium he's standing on.
At some
Obviously
point,
reading off a piece of paper.
I want to check out. I want to go talk to Asher Firewatch and put in for the Master Fister to be the new champion, guys. I need to do that.
Master Fister.
Oh yes.
But
I
not
mean,
right- but not right now.
probably Kira will also be competing.
I have to beat her ass.
There is
I
one
don't think
person
that's
for
what
each
happened.
district.
I think it'd be bad if that.
Probably Kira.
You know, I want to. She's not in the Embers though. Okay, so
She's not that you know of.
if I gotta fight her, I gotta fight her. I'm the Master Fister, okay?
I like that you're accepting your title now.
So is that what you guys want to do? Is make your way?
That's why he gave me the rod.
You guys want to make your way towards the Chapel of Fire, where Asher Firewatch resides?
I think
I
we
don't
should
wanna
wait for
do
just
that
a
yet.
second so that we can tell the crier about our bar name, so
Be
he
good to
can
open the
cry out our bar name.
first, and I hope I win if we ever do that because they could draw people
Oh
to the
yeah,
bar.
that is
But
true.
if I lose, not
Well,
good for business.
Well, if you're having problems with the naming your inn or your bar, why don't you call it the Edge of Oasis? It's kind of out of the way, out of the town.
That is
Yeah.
actually pretty good.
You have that little pond right in front of it. Scummy,
That's true.
scummy little oasis.
I still like Eldritch Inn, but that's
The
might scare
Eldritch
people
Inn.
off.
Yeah, if you do Eldritch Inn, then we have to do like a theme, you know.
But then we're gonna get a
Spooky
bunch of
bar.
like cult
It's the Warlock
fucking
Inn.
cult members coming
Yeah.
in. Then I can kill
I
them
mean,
all.
It's just a bait. It's a paladin bait. It's a paladin trap. Come to our shitty bar so I can kill you with my paladin.
I don't know.
Anyways.
I like that.
you guys
And
doing?
also the post now, so you can go find work there. But I mean,
You said you wanted to approach the crier, right, Icarus? So as you approach him, he's still kind of lamenting, and he pauses and he looks down at you for a minute. Oh, how can I help you, sir?
Boy, I would like to add a message to your crying to the city, I guess is the best way of putting it.
Absolutely. If you wish to have the criers say something, you'll have to head to one of the post offices, one of the house pyrantis or the post office. You can tell at this point this guy's wearing kind of silken white robes, and they're kind of trimmed in gold, kind of hallmark the house pyrantis faction, if you will. So you'll have to head to a post office, and you tell them the advertisement you want, approve it or deny it, and it'll end up on this list. And he shows you a piece of paper he's holding.
Declan walks up, overhearing this, and says, so, I mean, how long does it take for one of those advertisements to kind of get through this process of being told to the public?
I'm sure someone will come up and give me a revised version of this within the next couple hours or so.
All right.
My shift is about 12 hours.
What if we want an expedited process? What if Declan kind of flashes a couple gold at this guy?
Make a persuasion check.
Not good, 10.
I could get in a lot of trouble, if I said something that wasn't on this list.
Right,
so I really probably shouldn't.
That was more of a test. See, you're doing just fine.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. If you would allow me,
Secret shopper.
Oculus Workshop is in the range of.
Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna go to the post office and get work and put an advertisement out.
Isn't that what Spiff was doing?
Yeah, but we can go pick up. They have like a band, I don't know, they have work.
Why do you really trust Speed with naming a bar?
Yeah.
It is his bar, technically.
I'm pretty partial to the Edge of Oasis.
We could take that one.
Yeah, I mean, that is a pretty good one.
Or if Speed starts advertising, we need to have our actual bar name in there so that our bar will get
maybe we should track him down.
You guys are continuing to
probably a good idea.
Westward towards the Embers and make your way over the Silex Bridge and across the Tinder Hearth Tavern. You are currently 86th from. And
stuff's terrible. I've had it for like 6 months.
As you are walking into the Embers a little bit, you make your way to the Embers Amphitheater, of which at the very edge you can see Speed is standing up and clapping and cheering. And you can see there's some sort of a comedy play going on where this kind of very rotund human man is playing a parody version of Elias. And there's kind of a slapstick campaign where they're making fun of him and pulling his pants down and shit. The whole crowd is having a good laugh at this character portrayed as the High Guard, just getting pies and shit thrown at him. And the actor actually looks very defeated. He looks very bummed about the job he has. And everyone's kind of laughing and cheering. And you hear this loud screech overhead as the shadow passes over the audience. And you look up and you can see the crowd of the envoy of flying guards. And you see something fall. And after a slight minute, this bird shit lands right on top of the Elias actor's head. The entire crowd just laughs and explodes into laughter. And the defeated actor kind of walks off stage defeated.
That's almost like a depreciating thing for Elias, though. He basically just shat on a parody of himself. So
right.
It's like he doesn't like it, but he also
maybe he does. Maybe he can take a good joke. At any rate, this happens, and you see Speed starting to make his way after the show down towards the pit, probably trying to talk to actors, seeing if he can find somebody to play his bar. What do you guys want to do?
Who we see, Speed?
Well,
yeah, Speed is currently making his way down the amphitheater steps towards the base of the stage, hoping to talk to somebody about getting possibly a minstrel or something for the bar.
Can I flag him down?
Yeah, I think we talked.
Sure, shout at him.
Speed! Hey, Speed!
Kind of turns around. Oh, yeah, jumps. Kind of this goofy looking wave jumps in there. Oh, come here.
Lanky bastard.
I mean, looks at you guys like, did you see the show? Pretty funny stuff, right?
I mean,
yeah. Do you think that whole thing was planned?
I mean, the bird shitting? No, probably not. But everything else seemed pretty planned. was hoping to walk back. They are
I
see if we
mean,
can find somebody to perform for
I
us.
don't know
Yeah.
about. That was almost like self-defecating there, huh?
Oh.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit of that. And he makes his way. You guys start making your way around the curtain.
Hey, Speed. So I think we came up with a name for this place. It's oh yeah, you met Ember.
Oh,
You haven't
you're a
yeah.
fancy-looking one. Nice to meet you. And he sticks his hand out to shake yours. Good to meet you. I'm
Yeah.
Speed. What is your name?
Oh, I'm Ember.
Oh, okay. Like this place. This place is the Embers. Perfect. Cool.
Just like this place. Shake his hand, I guess.
Shakes his hand.
Yeah,
She's like, all right, well.
we were having trouble coming up with a name, and she blurted something out and call it. Well, you could choose with or without the, but Edge of Oasis.
Okay,
That's,
yeah, I like that.
Call it that. You want
Probably.
the or without the in front?
I like the
prefix?
the is good, yeah.
The.
What if we
It's
had
like
two
it's the
those?
one and the only, right?
Right. The Edge
So
of
the
Oasis.
Edge of
Yeah.
Oasis.
We are the one and only.
As you guys are kind of standing outside what is the backstage of the Embers Amphitheater, one of this kind of tall, fancy looking elf comes up and he's like, well, did you enjoy the show? Is there something I can help you with? Maybe autographs or something of that nature?
Autographs.
Kind of.
Shit.
I'm always happy to help fans of the show out. You can see kind of behind him the fat actor kind of wiping shit off of his face and cleaning like whipped cream and putting his pants back on and things. They obviously humiliated him.
Yikes.
She's like, we're looking for someone to perform at our bar, maybe on the cheaper end, you know?
Declan hands 10 gold to that actor.
Like, oh, wow.
This discreetly.
The fat one?
Yeah.
He's kind of behind. You'd have to walk over.
God damn it.
What if we hired that guy?
Can I
Give
roll
him in the beginning.
Can I just like walk by and do a sleight of hand check to see if I can kind of
Sure.
Like, quietly put it in his pocket or something. Sleight of hands can be terrible, but we'll see. 14.
Okay, so you kind of walk over there. Speed was explaining to the guy, yeah, we're just trying to find somebody to maybe play our bar. And you walk over there and you kind of slide 10 gold into his hand and kind of looks up at you with these big, doughy, goofy eyes, like, right? And he's like, well, most of the actors here are contracted under my company. This is the Embers Acting Company, after all. We put on these shows every day. I'm pretty sure most of my actors are happy with what they're being paid. I'm the doughy-eyed, kind of fat guy who's like, I'll work at your store. I'm like, oh, shut up, Edis. He kind of walks up to Speed. He's like, I'll perform at your store for 2 hot meals a day. I'll perform as long as you want, please. And he kind of gets close. He goes, I really need to get out of this place. I'm trained. I'm a classically trained actor. I can do good for your bar, please.
He'll do.
Steve's just kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if this is the kind of entertainment we're looking for.
They loved him, Speed.
Speed,
Yeah.
Not that
we'll
crowd.
take him,
Boy,
but we
Steve,
also need a bard or
you
something.
were laughing at him just a few moments ago, weren't you?
That's true. We could take
Not
a couple.
find that enjoyable?
Maybe get him and maybe find someone else to alternate or something. And he looks at the big doughy-eyed guy. It's kind of gross. He's like, all right, fine. Tomorrow night you can play. I'll give you a hot meal if you do whatever you do, man. Just come on by. He's like, oh, thank you, sir. He kind of picks up Speed, who's a smaller human than him, and hugs him. Speed gets kind of covered in whipped cream and shit.
You have any
What is his
minstrels or
name?
bards?
His name is Edwin.
Edwin.
I slurred it out earlier, but it's Edwin.
Fan actor, Edwin.
He's a very rotund actor. He's got kind of curly black hair. He's got a really goofy black mustache as well.
I love him.
He's very dopey.
It's basically
dopey,
just me. Last night.
Yeah, I like it too.
Is it like a handlebar mustache?
Not really. It's more like a Jim Croce looking, kind of stuck to the face mustache.
So he's
like
Ron Jeremy.
Yeah, a little bit of Jeremy going. But at any rate,
Ugh.
he thinks he was like, and the
Wrong kind of
elf you were
performance
talking
actor.
to looks a little insulting. He's like, well, then, if there's anything else I can help you with.
You have any minstrels or singers, bards?
As I said, all of the people here are currently employed by me.
I mean, maybe we should ask
there
this
is
guy.
Contracts
there is
out or anything?
There is a bardic college in the Artifices district. You may be able to find a fresh young bard looking to perform for you.
I think that would probably be a better idea because this man probably seems.
I mean,
Can I whisper to the party? Can I whisper to the party?
Sure, go ahead. I'll just let you.
This man seems like he's going to attract the wrong type of company if we continue to take his employees.
Well, the right
he's
kind
going to
of
do something negative to our bar.
We don't know.
Maybe spread some false rumors about us or something along those lines.
I mean, we don't know if we're going to get company at all so far. So I mean, feel it out. If we don't like it, we can get rid of him.
With how popular he is, it's probably not the best idea to.
He kind of sees you guys murmuring amongst each other. And he's like, I thank you for your time. And he kind of passive-aggressively gives one of these and walks backwards into the green room, so to speak, of the Embers Amphitheater.
Looks like it's too late now.
Well, I mean,
He seems upset.
Edwin, do you know anyone who is also looking to move on to greener
Well,
pastures?
like he said, I'd go check out the college in the Artificers district. There's a lot of fresh young men there. I was trained there. That's where I was trained before I joined up with the company.
That's probably a good idea. He'll probably. Edwin, do you know any teachers there? Any of the teachers of the college?
It's been many years since I went there, and they cycle out a lot. But they're very kind back at the college. They're very free form.
Do you have any like access to costumes or disguises of any sort for like acting purposes?
Not really, but I'll put on my best clothes for when I perform at your inn. I promise. I'll clean up. I promise.
Oi, Edwin, if I gave you 10 gold and you made by the time to get some performing materials, if that would be adequate, when you're performing in the bar through your tips that you receive, if you pay me back the 10 gold with interest, obviously, I will lend you the 10 gold to purchase some materials to perform with.
I just gave him 10 gold too, so he should.
Give me a sec.
He could pay you back right now. Use the 10 gold I gave him. No, that's his money.
Just gonna roll an intelligence check for Edwin. See if he understands what the fuck you're saying. He does. He gets it. It's like, oh. He kind of thinks for a minute. You can kind of tell the gears are scratching, and poor little Edwin's head. Right, yeah, I could do that. I'd take the gold and I'd get some even nicer clothes, and I'd polish up my instrument, and I'd be ready to go.
He's going to polish
your flute.
Sounds like a great plan.
It's an accordion. I play an accordion. It's very
Oh, lovely.
Everyone loves it.
Maybe we should have held auditions. I don't know.
Anyways, I've got another show.
Maybe a rotating performance.
I've got another show in a couple of minutes here, but I really appreciate this opportunity. And he kind of shakes Beeb's hand and he starts making his way back to his.
Come on down tonight, man. You know where the Dayflower was?
Right, you gave him the gold, right?
Okay. Oh. Well.
Oh, what are you saying, Michael?
Just tell him to come to our bar tonight. Ask me if he knew where the Dayflower was.
Right. I'll come see you guys. Yes, for sure. Good work.
I mean, we're not open tonight, but
we're not opening tonight. But just do a practice run. Figure out what we're gonna be performing. We'll figure that out.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much.
See you tonight. Hope we'll be there.
Hope
we'll be there.
He scurries back to the backstage of this place. As you can see, the amphitheater is starting to fill up once more as the second show of the day is beginning to unravel.
Do you want to go to the Bard College or the post office so we can get work and put an ad out for the opening tomorrow? Yeah.
Well, I mean, the post is like right here, isn't it?
Are we near the post office?
Yeah, can we talk to the crier man?
You're within a couple miles of the post office within the Embers.
Couple miles.
It's more south than this place is. It's in the nicer part of the Embers, but yeah, you can just walk there if you want. Is that what you want to do?
And we could split things, so we can do two things at once. One group can go to the Bard College, and one group can go to the.
Sure, you can do whatever.
To get them both knocked out at once.
What do you guys want to do?
We can do literally
I don't
anything.
think that's a great idea to split up the party again, just personally. Like, I know we could both do them, but
Yeah.
so you wanted a specific person rather than Edwin, and advertising, like, we have different opinions on it.
True.
And so we should all go to the same place so that we all can agree on it correctly.
It's true. Although it'd be more funny if we just came back and there's just like.
Speed looks at you guys and he's like, "Yeah, I was actually just on my way to the post office. I got caught up in this show.
All right.
Things are just kind of
Speed
coming up
together.
speed today. Got ourselves a new guy to work tomorrow night, and
Coming up speed?
coming up speed.
Is that a
Let's,
thing?
Is that a
new
saying?
Is that the new thing?
right, everything's coming up speed.
That's the hip new phrase, right?
Oh,
Not saying these
no.
days. Coming up speed. I like it. I like it.
I'm drawing a speed.
Let's not this bad. You guys make your way southward. Becomes slightly more humid as the southernmost part of the Embers is closer to the bay itself, and becomes more civilized as well. More better put together buildings, and you can see the post office itself sticks out amongst the rest of the Embers. It was very obviously built and installed by House Pyrantis. It's that kind of tall white marble pillars. It's kind of Greek looking. The staircase that runs into it. You guys make your way up into the Embers post office. And much like a normal post office, there's a bunch of different windows with signs hanging above them. One of them says classifieds desk.
Like 25 people in line.
I
Advertisements.
hate these places.
I work at these places.
We gotta wait fucking half an hour to talk to
Sorry.
somebody.
So what do you guys want to do first?
While we're waiting, I'm a little tired from my long journey over here to Ember. Is there any way that I can go maybe take a room at your inn?
Absolutely, yeah.
Speed kind of looks. Sure, yeah. Then sure, someone could show you up there. Yeah.
Okay. I am getting really tired. So
Oh yeah,
I'm
no
tired.
problem. Absolutely. We'll say that about Guts, you just walk her back to the inn, right? Show her through the town and open the inn door. And as you guys open the inn door, you see Fizzit the Goblin working away, cleaning the dust that has accumulated back up off the.
Still happening.
No, that's not what I meant. I was trying to say
like,
the dust that was there
Right.
before. Yeah. And
Got
you
magic
shows
That
you
would've been the
shows you
twist.
the room.
Come back and everything's just the demons are back again. After making all these plans to.
And I thank you for playing with us, Laura. I do. I like your character.
Yeah, sorry.
Nobody knows what it is yet. You don't get to know what it is yet.
Yeah, sorry I didn't play longer.
No, it's cool. I'm glad you decided to play with us finally.
Not feeling
Yeah, we start super late, so.
Yeah, we always start late. I get it.
But I'll stay and play. So
That
we're
was
good.
fun.
Cool deal. So Guts wanders off. He's gone for a while. He's on his way back as you guys are still talking to each other, trying to
Waiting in
decide.
line. The post
All right, waiting in
office.
line at the post office. What line are you waiting in? Are you waiting in the classifieds line or the advertising?
Probably just get business done first. Do the advertisement.
The advertisement.
It's more
Okay,
more
so
pressing.
a few moments pass. A few more moments pass.
Guts comes
A few
back.
more
in.
moments pass.
Wow.
Guts comes in as you are behind the person that is
Why don't you
in
just
front of
roll?
you,
Why
next
don't you
to
just
mine.
roll for how much time passes?
That sounds terrible. And the person in front of you is obviously having a very childish dispute with the postmaster. He's
My
like talking
package
about how
was supposed to be here 3 days ago.
no, he's talking
here.
about how he's arguing
My
about
mailman.
in one of the advertisements, they referred to his inn as just the Burning Barn when it's Burning Barn. It's just Burning Barn. It's not the Burning Barn. It's got a very old, angsty looking man. And the postmaster's like, okay, we'll have it fixed. We'll put a new ad out, and we will not charge you for the new ad. It's like, that's not enough. I want a refund. He slams his hand down. Okay, sir. Here. He pushes like 3 gold back to the guy. If you would, take your leave now. Kind of gives him a dirty look and kind of bumps into you guys as he walks out of the store or out of the post office.
Fine.
Competition.
As you walk up to the postmaster, he looks kind of flustered.
I walk
How
back.
may I help you today?
Declan pushes 5 gold to the guy. It's the Burning Bar.
Let's make a persuasion check.
Oh my fucking god, 10.
He kind of slides the gold back to you, and he's like, it was the Burning Bar back when I went to. This guy was obviously in the boat of continuing calling it Burning Barn.
All right.
How may I assist you today? The House Pyrentis advertising department do for you?
We just we're about to open up an inn of ourselves tomorrow afternoon, and just like you to put a word out, let people know that we're having a grand opening, and
Kind of puts a piece of paper down in front of you and hands you a quill. He's like, go ahead and write what you want me to say, and we'll review it, and we'll have it out in the next cycle.
have a quick word with my compatriots here, and just give me a moment.
Of course.
Kind of looked at you
Take your
guys.
time, he says to you as the line
Should we have?
crawls behind
That's
you.
fine. It's fine. I'm a paladin. Okay. Watch out.
Watch out. I'm a paladin. And
I'm a
chaotic,
birdman that
okay?
has intimidation +5. Okay. Don't even mess with me.
Look,
I haven't even
guys,
intimidated anybody. I persuade
You
people
think
right
we
now.
should have some kind of deal, like buy 3 get 1 free? You sell 3, we give 1
Boy,
away.
what if
Might
we
get people to come back?
instead of buy 3 get 1 free, how about buy 3 get a like a meal, like a piece of food?
That could work too.
Because
No.
by
Well, I actually
Why not
don't
just
know.
why not just keep it simple? Why not just say great food and drink at the edge of the oasis?
See, the thing is, we want some kind of promotional deal to get customers interested in coming. Think they're going to get something out of it, right? They think, oh,
Perhaps you should
I
also
might get
mention
that
Edwin.
and we
True.
have quite a long
performing
journey.
arts. Now, it's not just
And
say Edwin, because we go over to the bars.
yeah,
The
and
postmaster kind of chimes in. He's like, the longer the advertisement, the more gold.
that's
will cost.
completely fine.
I'm
Food,
not
drink,
worried about the
music.
gold.
Clean rooms, affordable prices.
Make it like a question. Where should we go?
Good beer.
Huh.
The edge of oasis, of course.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Guys, we should have thought
Whatever.
about this before we came in here to get advertisement.
We'll say you compose an advertisement.
Do the buy 3 drinks, get 1 free.
Do we want to do drinks or do we want to do
Buy 1 meal, second half off, or something.
Well, if we do 3 drinks and like you get some sort of meal with it, then we have food and drink covered rather than just in one deal.
True.
Rather than trying to have 2 deals going on, and as a new bar, that'll be more cost effective for us.
3 drinks and a free meal. Yeah.
Maybe not a free meal, but half off on your meal
Sure.
with 3 drinks. And say it that way: half off your meal when you buy 3 drinks.
Okay. You scribe it down on this piece of paper with this feather really quickly.
It's a weird deal, honestly.
And you slide it to the postmaster, who reads it for a moment. He's like, pretty good deal. If it's approved, the criers should be shouting it out for the next couple hours or
We
so.
have the performing arts in there. Grand opening.
Okie dokie. Perfect.
Yeah.
We'll get it out for approval ASAP.
Can I roll a persuasion check and slide him 3 gold and be like, could we get this expedited?
Every person you see is just like, but how about?
Sure. persuasion check.
All
He
right.
takes.
So I rolled a 16, and I have a +3 in persuasion, so 19.
He kind of laughs and he's like, I do appreciate it, but the approval process is not necessarily governed by me. It's only as fast as it can be. It'll be submitted. Like I said, it shouldn't take very long. Your message will be out in the public ear in only a couple hours.
If he had rolled like a 6, he'd be like, he would take it and then say the same thing. Thanks, but
Thank you.
Right. Either way, there was no like critical success on that. There's a
unless you roll-
bureaucracy,
unless
so
you
to
roll
speak.
It's like
natural
real
20.
life, you know. They tell
In
you
real
it's gonna
life,
be
you could
faster.
totally bribe a politician.
I work at the post office. You can't tell me that if you don't leave if you leave money in your
But
mailbox,
I mean, the
your
thing is,
packages
it's
you
like
better
if you're
take
mailing
care of.
stuff, you can pay more to get faster shipping. So,
And you can expedite things at the post office,
but
by the way.
True.
this isn't paying.
Like your passport.
This is
This ain't the
essentially
USPS, okay? This is House Pyrantis Post Office. In the fantasy
It
world,
probably
that
functions
exists
better,
in my
okay?
brain.
all right, man. It's much appreciated. Come check it out if you
Absolutely.
got time, man. Yeah.
I think I might. This is a pretty good deal. And nods at you, and you guys take your leave out of the Ember's post office.
No, we don't. No, we don't. We gotta check
Oh,
out
no,
the
you don't.
classifieds.
That's right. You get out of line. You get back to the end of the classifieds.
Oh fuck! We could have had like two people in here at least check out both. Fucking hell.
And yeah, exactly. And about
Is the champion shit in here as well or no? That's not, is it?
no, that would
Okay,
be Asher
that's fine.
Firewatch.
It's not. That's not pressing. I just wanted to knock it out if it was here too.
About an hour or so of you waiting in line
Damn.
passes, and you
God
finally get to
damn.
the top of the classifieds desk, and he's like, well, the guy kind of looks you up and down. What nature of work are you here for? Do you like
Oh.
heavy labor? Kind of pulls a file out.
No.
What requires the least amount of work, the highest pay?
We'll
Kind of
take one of
pours through
those.
his looks. The least amount of work and highest pay.
Cleaning the
Is
sewers
this
or
your
something.
first time at the classifieds desk here at the post
I
office?
was gonna say
Yes.
the most unique portion of work you got available for the best amount of pay, like the median, but the most unique.
That's
Right.
what I meant, yeah.
I want
Okay.
something that will inevitably end in violence.
Precisely.
Got something for that.
We could
What?
take multiple forms of work here. I mean, there's
How
plenty
about
of us. Plenty of
I got an
Oh,
idea.
yeah,
How about
boy,
this?
bless.
He pulls this piece of paper out and he hands it to you. He's like, there's a bounty out on right now. I need a man captured alive. Elias has requested this job to be done. His name's Borisar. He's somewhere here in the Embers. He's to be brought back alive to Lawmaster's Square. Would you like to accept this job?
Is there any leads on this guy?
Bounty?
Yes, he's wanted for quite some heinous crimes.
Oh, I see.
We have
There
no information other that he is within the Ember at some point.
What it
But
looks
how will
like?
we know it is him? Does he
Oh well,
just go about saying it is him?
he's a tall half orc, about little lighter complexion than you, good paladin, and
So
he's got one eye and an eye patch.
One eye. Yeah, and anything else about him, like what circles he's around in, what he might have been doing for work, where he hides out,
He's
anything.
just a
at
criminal.
all?
Just a criminal. He's more of a strong man, not much of a thinker, not much of a leading type.
Not smart.
But I have other work if there is something else you might
We'll take some
be
more.
interested in. Okay, we could have that one, or we got
both.
another one from Elias here.
It's another bounty.
Oh wait, this one is not Elias. I'm sorry. This one's already been taken care of. He kind of shuffles it to the side. And let's see here. This one's anonymous. I'm not allowed to tell you who exactly has requested this work to be done. But there is a house in the Artificers District that needs to be cleared out of ghouls. It's got some degree of an infestation, and the occupants need to be taken care of, and the house itself needs to be effectively cleared of danger.
And you know where that's located? Is there any
It's in,
process? It's in the
there is no
Artificial
that
District, but
right there. There is an address here.
I'll just say I take the address down.
Right.
Well, I mean,
Like
I
this
could clear
one,
out some ghosts.
or the Silax have something they could use done. I'm only allowed to allocate you one
one at a time.
as
Well-
is custom. It is your very first set of jobs.
We'll
for
hear
us.
the third one, and we'll make a decision.
All right. Dr. Koth Nogus of the
What?
Silax Combine.
Dr. Cocknogus?
Koth, Koth.
I totally heard Cocknogus.
Nogus, Nogus. Koth Nogus.
Okay.
Needs samples
Okay.
taken from the Silax Zoo. She needs a stool sample from. Oh boy, there's quite a
Here,
large list here.
I
She
will
needs.
tell you this right now.
I don't want that
You
one.
can pass on that one.
Alrighty then, we'll find someone else to get the stool samples
Yes,
from the
please.
zoo.
You
Yeah,
guys
that
want
puts
one or
that one-
two? You want to do the bounty, or do you want to kill some ghouls?
I want to go to the artificers.
The first
I
one.
mean, the ghouls. We have that book, Icarus, that I lent you. Maybe we could see if there's any
But I
information
mean,
in there.
see, that one's just kind of a get it done situation. I think we could learn some stuff about the city and its people if we go for the bounty. Just
I mean, we could take care of the ghouls and be keeping an eye out on to be asking questions.
this
You know.
is true.
I will inform you that whatever job you don't take will likely be taken up by. And he kind of gestures to the line
Understood.
that is amassed behind you. So it is somewhat first come, first serve.
Want to flip a gold for this one?
The ghouls, you guys didn't ask about the pay for any of these, but the ghouls job pays 800 gold divided amongst you guys, and the bounty pays 1,200 divided amongst you guys.
There's a
Oh,
lot.
It's not based.
the bounty.
It's not based on anything but who is paying for the job to be done. Elias is paying for the bounty, and he pays pretty well.
The
When
ghouls
he
one's more
outsources
clear
it.
cut, probably a lot easier from a certain point of view.
The good thing about the ghouls is it's anonymous, and so eventually we'll meet our benefactor. Obviously,
Ghouls
and
Anonymous.
Maybe.
we don't know who
I mean,
is
I
anonymous.
think we can knock the
That's-
ghouls out quicker.
That's generally
The other one, we're gonna have to do a lot of investigative work, and
What if it is like a lot of ghouls though? We don't know how many ghouls
it's
there
true.
are.
I like 'em.
As a request down for the help for a reason, and it's still here for a reason.
He looks at you guys and he's like, it does say infestation. So.
That is a lot.
Well, I've got a sacred flame.
People
Do we
behind
really
you
want
are
to go
starting.
to another spooky house?
People behind you are starting to tap their foot and like murmur to each other, like people stand in the line.
They're all mad because they wanted that job.
Yeah,
What
they're
do you
hoping
guys
for the
want to take?
Silax to pick her up.
They're like, man, I'm gonna get the fucking poop delivery.
They want us to take that one. Chris,
Yeah.
what do you guys want to do? Ghouls?
Let's go kill some ghouls.
Do we want to kill ghouls or do we want to go and fight the or deceive the bounty into coming to?
I was thinking that we could get him to come to our bar.
Yeah.
That could be bad
Yeah.
for business. He could tear shit up while we got our first set of patrons. I don't
Well, and
know.
if that is under Elias, I think he already doesn't. Guess.
Well,
And
where
he
are
has to
we
be brought in
taking him?
alive, so that's another consideration.
But if we just deceive him into doing crap,
I think the ghouls would probably be a better first job, honestly. Cheaper
I
pay,
think
but
Guts.
seems quicker.
all right.
And we can chop them up.
I think Guts is just a little.
Guts is just kind of relishing at the idea of more violence.
I mean, the bounty seems more interesting, but a lot more work, a lot more groundwork, and again, he has to be brought in alive. That's just another layer to it. Who knows?
The house manager says, so the ghouls it is then, getting somewhat impatient with you as the line is starting to sprawl throughout the
What if you like take these papers and shuffle them behind your back, and
I
then
thought
we
you were going to
pick
say
you
something
up?
else that starts with an S there. How about you take these papers and shove them up your ass?
So you want me to pick for you?
I mean,
We'll take the ghoul, sir.
There you go. Hands you paper tools. You'll also need this, and he opens a drawer and he hands you a big key. This is the key to the inn in question. It is locked right now.
Going back to that. Going back to
it is-
that.
As of an urgent matter. It needs to be done as soon as possible.
Going back to that blacksmith and get some more keys made.
Can't have it. Competitors. Come on.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll be back. We'll be seeing you shortly. We got to return it here, or
Yes. Once you've completed the job, come back.
You ever get people? I mean, I'm not saying we're doing this, but you ever get people that just say they finished and?
It's not in your best interest to betray house.
I'm just curious, like, what happens if that does happen? I'm not.
What indeed, sir? Please move along.
All right. I'll see you.
You guys leave, and the person stumbles up in front of you finally. He's kind of pissed off at how long you took. You guys make your way.
I should have
out
passed
of
some
the
coin to
Empress Post
make
Office.
the next person get the shit job.
Have to take the shit job.
That's all there is. Sorry.
All we've got.
You know,
all
we
we've
didn't
got
even
left.
hear the price of that one.
That's fine. Not.
Yeah, I'm okay with that also.
All right.
So,
So
what's the rest
on
of-
our list of chores now, we need to get shit for the bar. We need to talk to
Yep.
the bards, and we need to kill the ghouls.
Yep. So what do you want to do first?
What about the
Actually-
champion thing?
That's
I
not
mean,
pressing.
didn't Speeve? Well, they just got the pastries.
Yeah, not
Right,
a lot
just
for a
not.
grand opening.
There's
They
pastries,
ate
and
like
there's
most of them.
brandy, and there's about a half a keg of ale.
We need more ale.
Steve looks to you, he's like, we do need more ale.
So
I've heard of a couple good breweries in town. I've heard
Is
there's
our
a really good
brewery-
one in the Ruins
I
district,
think-
but that is
We could
far
split the
out of
party
the way.
to at least get the buying and talking to the bards done, and send some more people to kill the ghouls. Split this shit up.
Yeah, we could do that.
Get
That
two
sounds
things
good.
knocked out at once, because that's a lot to do in one day.
That sounds good. I'll go with them to get ale and find the bard if you want.
I mean, Guts and me
So,
probably should
the
do the
ale-
footing stuff.
The brewery
But-
Steve just told you about is all the way in the Ruins, kind of campy district, in the like far southeastern side, and the Artificers is almost completely opposite of it. So that wouldn't be the best pairing of two things to do.
I'm gonna do that. Just kidding. I can
I'll
fly.
probably go and Sacred Flame some ghouls.
You could do that.
Why don't we
Whoever
take?
wants to join
Why don't
me.
we have you, Guts, and Declan go do the ghouls and the bard.
Aaron is not half pleased with the splitting up.
I mean, you can throw out ideas. I'll just be over here.
It's up to you guys what you
There's a
do.
lot of stuff to get done.
I will give you this one warning. I would not go without everybody to fight the ghouls.
It's gonna take too long, man. We gotta walk everywhere.
Job. 800 gold.
It's not a lot. We're gonna spend all that on fucking buying beer.
It's true. We have a grand opening. We have to buy food and beer.
Should probably hire
Food
some
is
more
covered.
work hands too.
Let's just go to the bank. Let's go to the bank real quick and get a loan.
You could send Steve to handle the beer. I would say that would probably be the most easy thing to do.
I feel like, oh, fuck, this sucks though, because we
And
need
then-
gold for that.
Steve will cover that. I don't want to micromanage you guys into having to cover make this weird
Can he
resource.
handle a bard as well?
Like I said, that would be two opposite.
That's
sides
two
of
opposite
things.
sides.
So it
The
would be
bard
best-
is right
it would be
next
best-
to the
right.
ghouls.
Bard thing is in the same district as the Ghouls College, whereas the
Ghouls College.
Ghouls College.
The Ghouls College.
What a college that
I'm
would
gonna be
be.
a ghoul when I grow up.
I'm gonna be a ghoul. What are you? You graduated. Hooray!
This is frustrating because I feel like Florian is not smart enough.
Well, that's your fault for playing a dumb character. Well, fuck it. We'll just all go kill the ghouls.
And get bards. Why don't we get the bard first?
True.
And
'cause you
then
might die or
go to the
something.
ghouls because we have to go through.
Get them first. That'll be fast. Spave,
So you guys,
get
In
food
case
and
we
beer.
die, you can flourish.
all right. So I'm gonna go.
Can
that
Spave
brewery I
hire
heard
like
about?
work hands or something?
I'm sure they'll give me a cart or something to bring
But I
the
mean,
beer
work
back.
hands to work at the bar. Can you hire people?
Like a waitress.
Yeah, I
Because
could
we
do
need
that.
bartenders and shit, probably, right? What if we
I
have
had to,
tons
I
of
mean-
people? We might have none, but
I used to be able to. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens our first night. We'll see what happens, and then maybe we'll hire.
all right, all right.
So Speed makes his way on his long trek to the brewery he heard about.
Someone's just
Maybe.
robbing Fizzit right now.
Fizzit is hard at work back at the inn. You guys are standing outside the Embers post office as Speed department. What do you guys?
To the bar college, I
Yeah.
guess.
I will tell you that the Chapel of Fire is en route to this if you wanted to stop.
Is that for what?
If you wanted to talk to Asher Firewatch about
That's still going to
entering
be
the
going on tomorrow, I would
trials.
assume.
Right. You have, it doesn't start officially.
Have plenty of
and
time for that. I'm not worried.
The bestiary trial happened as a precursor to that.
Still.
Something you
Next
guys
2
could also
days?
sign up.
Next 2 days? It's fine. Hold off on that.
Okay, so where do you guys, you heading to the Bard College first?
I guess. Get it knocked out of the way.
Yeah, I think that was
Okay.
the plan.
Yeah, I mean, wherever really.
So you make your way to the
Wherever
Bard
we
College.
need to go first.
The Bard College is kind of offset to the right of the consortium, the spires that reach up that make up the magical buildings that make up the district itself. Green. Yeah, what the college looks like. They'll bust out my notebook. But as you walk up and you walk through these large stone archways, the college is very much just a very large courtyard with it's kind of surrounded by these classrooms. You can tell are built into the sides that make this courtyard, and there are about a dozen bards just kind of practicing and playing and seem to be whimsically doing their thing. Somebody roll a perception check.
Not me. Actually, my perception went up. Let's see if it works, dude.
Let's see what happens. Roll these dice.
Oh my fucking god, dude. 5.
So you see a couple bards in your immediate
I rolled a 12.
vicinity. 12, okay. So there are a handful of bards right in your immediate
I'm gonna
vicinity.
pick
There's
the mute bard.
a more classical looking bard that's playing a violin and obviously telling some kind of an interpretive story. He's more classical. And there's a surlier looking human bard that has like a sword that's kind of sitting by his feet, just kind of sitting there with his
I want
arms
to find
crossed.
just the most showy person that's not too overbearing. You know what I mean? Someone.
I mean,
that
do we
would
want to
And
like
you
agree what kind of
you see a third
vibe are we going
group
for?
that is a trio of gnomes that appear to be juggling. They're like throwing balls back and forth to each other.
I thought
They're
they were
doing
juggling
acrobatics and
each
things like
other,
that.
and I was really excited.
They are doing acrobatics and stuff. They're kind of standing on each other's shoulders and juggling.
Let's
And
show it. I don't know. I just mean like a vibrant.
these are the three guys. These are the three guys you see. Do you want to talk to one of them?
It's a guy holding a sword.
He's kind of just leaning up against the tree, sitting there like
So
this.
he's
He's
a
got
bouncer.
kind of a
What the
half
fuck is
plate
this
on,
guy?
and he's got a sword.
Does he
Talk to him.
swallow the sword.
Ooh.
We want a
Ask
sword
him.
swallower.
Be like, yo,
Walk up to him and ask him what he does.
I don't think I
There's
want
there's
I
any
so
approach
many
him.
jokes
in our
there.
bar.
and I'm like,
God.
what do you do?
Someone else take this one.
They are obviously, as you walk in, they are obviously happy to see that there are people here to observe their performances. You even see that some of them start milking a little bit now, knowing that people that from outside the college are here. But the guy with the sword doesn't seem to give a rat's ass. He's just chilling.
I'm pretty sure that Guts has taken an interest in this man and his sword.
Okay, so you approach him. What do you say to him?
So what's your deal? Sword swallower? Swords like duel it?
You put it
He
in the
kind of
mouth or
laughs.
the
He's
other
like,
hole?
the second thing. He kind of holds the sword up. And he's like, I'll fight anyone in your bar. Cost them 20 gold. You get 10. If they win, they get 40. And he kind of turns and he points the sword at you guys. He's like, but they never win. He kind of turns and puts the sword back down on the ground.
Not a good crowd.
It's not like
It's not a good
like
crowd.
a fight to the
Boy,
death,
sounds
right?
like a G.
No, never to the death. I never kill. I never kill in the name of.
Didn't
They
we
might.
go to a bar
In the
with
name of
something like
20
this?
gold.
And this is how we met the monk?
What's that?
Didn't we meet the monk at a bar with an arena?
She was.
Those fights
fighting
were
him
happening sort of
stupid.
outside, yeah. They're in an event happening inside the bar, but in similar circumstances, kind of. This guy's more of a person who makes his
It's like
trade
he's
off
gonna
of these
attract shady
Yeah, would
types,
he attract or would he scare away
or that
customers?
too. People don't want to be in a bar with
He looks at
guys
you and he's like, I can
doing-
assure
Like, if it's
you,
In
I can
actual
assure
spectacle.
you, if one of you would like to duel, I can show you the spectacle you are about to behold.
I mean, see, we could hire 2 of these and have
You could.
multiple.
My charge
That
is
is pretty cool.
my charge is 5 gold a day, plus I require a meal and a drink. It is all I ask, and I will perform residentially at your bar. I'll live somewhere else, but I'll perform once a day for this price.
Once a day, that's it.
Boy,
Well, I'll
Let's
stay for a
just
few
go into
hours
the,
through the
That would
busier
be an
parts of
attraction,
the
though. That would really draw people. That's pretty
one
cool.
shift a day.
At least for the
I
grand
should
opening, maybe we can hire all these people for the grand opening.
The other bars kind of perk up when they hear you say that, and then they see you look at them and they go back to like juggling like as professionally as they can.
Could pay off. And if not, that sucks.
It's just a fucking circus up in the bar.
Right?
It's grand opening. Gotta get people. Gotta get
Grand
people
open.
interested in this
You
place.
guys do have a very large floor space in the Dayflower as well. So
It's not the Dayflower. Get the fuck out of here.
the Edge of Oasis. I'm sorry. I am sorry.
When we name our party, you're just gonna say the party and get out.
The
The
party.
party.
Why not?
Because we're gonna be called the.
Hey, you guys going to the party at the bar? See, that could totally work.
Through inquiries, how much do the other guys cost?
I'll just tell you out of character. The gnomes are the most expensive at 20 gold a day.
Okay.
And they require
One day.
3 separate meals
One
for
day.
each of them and a
Wow.
drink as well.
Yeah.
Could pay off.
The classical
Pay off.
bard is the more medium ground. He's 7 gold a day and he requires a meal and a drink
So what is this? 32 gold? It's not a lot. And some meals.
for one day. Yeah,
I mean,
couple.
we can do this. Hire them all. Get them to attract customers, and tell them, this is kind of like an audition process. See who you like the best.
like the best days.
Sure. Is that what you want to tell? You should start telling these characters that I feel.
Is that what you guys want to do?
I mean, we didn't necessarily advertise this, though, so people aren't going to be expecting.
Word of mouth.
We don't know what our turnout might be.
Word of mouth.
We can say, well, why don't we wait for the first night, the grand opening to go through, and then on the second night,
We're gonna have
like
to keep coming back here to get these guys too. That's another thing.
Well, if you
This place
pay
used to be
them
the bar
to
anyway,
work for you, they'll return to
We
the
did say grand opening, so that could attract.
The ones that are in this college live at this college, and you can expect them to do the bar. And they don't have to work at the bar or anything. I don't know where Edwin lives. You could pay one of them to live there, and you could give
And
them
just
a room.
people
You could
by
give
the
them a room, and
brothel
then
and
you don't have to
stuff.
pay them.
People by the brothel and stuff. To see people going in our bar and be like, wow, there's people good. Wow, let's check it out. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then people keep seeing people go in. We'll see. I'm just saying, it's just we're getting paid if we do the ghoul job, so it's not like this is really that much of a sum of money.
Right.
32
That makes
gold.
sense.
32 gold. And then we'll see which one, accrues the most.
Who makes the cut?
Yeah, exactly. Got a lot going on here, but
Kind of start gesturing towards the gnomes and the scene, and they kind of come towards you, and you explain to them the audition process, and they all kind of look at each other and like, okay.
But now they're all going to be like trying to fuck each other over.
You
and,
sense
like,
this type of competition between the three of them, the three groups. Yeah. So tomorrow night, then, right? We'll be there.
Tomorrow night. Tomorrow evening, yep.
Tomorrow evening. You got it. We'll be there.
How
And,
are we paying these guys?
you start forking out the gold to them, I assume.
We're going to split this up or what?
It's your idea, Chief.
Gonna spend more gold? God damn it.
Yeah, I'll pay 10 gold.
It's 32.
I'll pay
There's
10 gold.
5 of us. So, I mean, okay, that's 20 right there. I can do the other 12. Zagal's gonna spend all his money on his own booze. It's fine.
On his alcohol. Oh, your guts is gonna spend it all.
Yeah,
on
guys, I need a beer.
Okay.
Hey, Speed.
Took
Getting a
12
share
out of
from the
my
gnome.
gold.
Speed, hook me up, dog.
Speed is gone.
Where'd
Speed
Speed
is out
go?
getting ale.
He's buying beer and
Speed,
stuff.
you useless fuck. And
Getting
I go
beer
and
for the
pour
party.
myself a beer.
Paying the gold. Give him the
Misplaced
address.
how much gold I have, but it's a fucking lot.
A ton, asshole. Get like 500 gold you're just sitting on.
I have more than that.
So stupid. I have like 250 now or something.
Bought stuff.
What? What?
So he bought stuff.
I thought you said butt stuff.
Butt stuff. That's
Just
why you don't have
butt-
as much money.
Butt
Yeah, you guys
Spending
don't
all
know
your
what I
money.
do. You don't know what I
Yes,
do.
you're spending your money on that
After
butt
Master
stuff.
Fister and everything.
So to speak, after dark, you don't know what I get into.
Oh,
So what are you guys doing? You guys have finished your conversation with these
Yeah, give them the gold, give them
gnomes,
the
and
address. Give
you are
them
standing near the base of the consortium. You see the many shops and crannies that hold within it. You see the Mana Bakery.
to the ghoul house.
Okay.
ugh.
Do
So
we need
you look
anything?
down
Do
at.
we need to buy anything before we go here? Like
I
potions
mean,
and
we could,
such?
Icarus, do you have that book on you? That Fantastical Beasts and How to Kill Them?
I believe I do.
Is there anything about the ghouls in there? I don't think I
Somebody break it out and read it.
Well, if I have it, I'll break it out and read it. Sure. That sounds good.
You had
What
it
do I need
last,
to
I'm
roll?
pretty sure.
Yeah, I
make
think so
a
too.
make an investigation check.
A natural 1 with a
Wow.
+1.
Forgot how to read.
Yeah, you start pouring through it, and it would be in the back where there's some more handwritten things, but you just kind of pour through there, disregarding it.
Well,
You may wish to let someone else take a crack at it.
Yeah, I just kind of like look at the book and I'm like, this was a bad idea. All right, guys.
I only have +2 investigation, so.
So somebody
Look
else
of your
just take a
face,
crack at
Aaron.
it.
I'll read it the book. What?
Nothing. Go ahead.
I'm going to read the book. What am I doing? Sorry, I'm
Reading Rainbow.
in my eye.
Reading Rainbow.
That's what her name's called now. Isn't it? Their name.
15.
15. Okay, so
Androgynous
you
motherfucker reading.
you remember reading in the back of the book was where the more fictional and
Fictional.
mythical creatures lied.
Is this the first quest of any video game? Just like, it's ghouls, but we go there and it's a bunch of rats.
And you read there's a very short passage about ghouls, and it only informs you that a ghoul is simply what happens when a human consumes vampiric blood without actually being a vampire. So it's kind of a vampiric magic fueled type of zombie.
Ooh, I've got holy water and stuff like that in my
Same.
bag.
You can turn water to holy water. I have Divine Smite. I have a lot of Paladin shit.
I have fire.
I can
Get your
turn
shield
my
again.
piss into holy water, okay? So...
That's gonna do
You wanna
it.
know what
That's
I
what
have?
we need.
Eldritch Blast.
That is exactly what we need.
Switch
You know
blade.
what I have? I have a fucking shield with a spike in it, and I'll stake the fucking hearts. You know what else I have?
Oh my
True.
god.
So, do you guys want to head to the store or head
He's
to
like,
the house, or do you want to resupply? What do you want to do?
we should probably buy some health potions just to be safe. Won't hurt, because we might need them in the future anyway, so we'll still have them.
Okay. So, do you want to make your way back to the combine, or do you want to the
I'm
artificers
already
district?
here. We
The
Right.
took
There's a
closest
lot of-
alchemist.
There's plenty of shops here. There's an alchemist here as well.
Yeah, but is it Arden?
No, it's not.
Oh
Arden-
boy,
Arden's
we
in the
technically
Silence
have
district.
multiple healers, so it's not the worst. But we do have 2 spellcasters. You're not as squishy, but Mark might be.
I have 2 health potions.
That college is
He
called
has a
the
health potion.
I have 30
Artificers
HP.
College of Bardic.
There might be 50 goals. Who knows?
The what?
The Artificers
saying I do
College
it.
of Bardic Inspiration. Where all those bards were. It is funded by the same people. You can ascertain.
Okay, well, what do you guys want to do? You want to buy health potions or no? Because, I mean, you have a cleric, we have me.
I think I'm gonna be good because I have some health potions and I'm a healer.
Okay, I don't have anything, but I'll be fine.
I think.
Michael has a shield.
I have a shield, 35 HP, 18 AC. I should be okay
18.
with my shield if I have it out. If not, then it's 16. Or it might be 15, something like that. Yeah, it's 14 without the shield, 18 with the shield.
Whoa.
Because I bought the new shield. So it adds
You could
+4
also
to
buy
AC.
some kind of enchanted good or something here. Maybe even get more information on ghouls, as this is a place of knowledge.
He really wants us to go somewhere to a store.
I don't care what you do. You do whatever you want.
He wants us to be smart about it, and we're just like,
Let's go kill
kill
him.
some
He
shit.
thinks we need to be smart about it, but he underestimates our power. You underestimate
really
my
dumb about
I
power.
vote Leroy Jenkins.
You want to Jenkins it? You just start sprinting toward. You snatch the paper and look at the address and start sprinting towards the house.
You know what? If all else fails, I'll burn the fucking house down,
Leroy!
okay?
I was saying I got Sacred Flame. You know we can purge those ghouls real easy if we just burn the whole
I don't
fucking
think we
place
should
to the
burn the house
ground.
down. I think
I don't know
Anonymous.
if you'll
I
get
think
paid for
Anonymous might not like that.
Well, they never set any kind of
This is-
guidelines.
This is true, but
I mean,
I think that 800 gold might turn into negative 800 gold.
Not for him.
unless it's a trap and there's a vampire and
It's
we're
a
all gonna
trap.
die. Bye. Trap.
Mousetrap.
Let us go.
2G. Fuck you.
If we run into a vampire, that's gonna be semi-serious
Yeah,
business.
I don't. If he puts a vampire
I
in
feel
when
like
we're
that
fourth
was out
level,
of character.
Tucci
Florian's
should
not
not
gonna
be a
dig that
DM.
deep.
Tucci should stop DMing if he makes us fight a vampire 4th level, because that's
They can't be that strong, can
that's
they?
like a legendary fucking. Yeah, you have to be like you
Okay,
should
but
be
what
like
if
level
it's
10.
a
at
friendly,
least.
lonely vampire that just friends, doesn't know how to get friends?
He's a baby
That's this
vampire.
elaborate
He's not that
plot.
strong.
He
I ran
becomes
a
our
sharpened
friend, comes
crucifix
to
through his
our,
heart.
inn and lives with us as a friend.
I am a paladin.
That doesn't mean you can't be
I
friends with
am not
anyone.
telling you shit. You guys can do whatever you want.
Tucci,
You can go
just
fishing right now
Tucci,
if
just
you
say
want.
it. Just say.
Level up your fishing.
Just say, lawyer.
I don't get it.
I'm not saying shit.
Lawyer. The fifth. The fifth.
Lawyer of the Fifth.
Oh, do you? It's inappropriate, Disco.
Yeah. Don't need your
Look at my
cat's
butthole.
asshole. So what are we doing? What are we doing? Time is passing. You guys are stood outside the Ember post office or no, you guys are outside the Bardic College.
I was like, we're at the
Yeah,
Bard's
sit
College.
here.
When did we
Yeah.
go back to the post office,
You
guys?
guys have been standing here for about an hour now deliberating.
Oh my god.
That's just fucked up, Tucci. An hour? Who does that?
Us?
I do
That
that.
hasn't
I
been
mean,
that long.
it's been like 30 minutes of real time. So,
It hasn't. It's been like 10 minutes.
is it?
30 minutes in his eyes.
Okay, guys, what are we doing? We're
Winning.
Do we need to buy stuff or do we go kill it? It's basically the options.
I don't need to buy shit.
I don't even want to go here. I'm scared.
Fuck it, we're going. We're killing them. Fuck you, Tucci. Fuck your
Okey-dokey.
shopkeeps and your characters. We're killing them.
Time to kill. So you look down at the kind of debriefing about the house that you were given, and you look at the address, and you look at it and start looking at streets and stuff. Make a investigation check, I guess. You feel guilty giving you perception checks now.
Hey, man.
Did
Gotta do
you
what you
even
gotta
give
do.
us a map to this place?
Address. Oh
Just
my
gave you the
fucking
address.
god, dude. 8.
So you ascertain the
Jeez.
direction. You ascertain the direction you need to head in. As it says, 3208 South Elder Street, and you can ascertain that you need to move south based on the roads you see. So you start moving south. For a little. Somebody else
These roads
make
are all
a
kind of
investigation check.
windy and backwards here.
I rolled an 11. Man, I'm good at this. I have a
Better than me.
+1, so 12. Neener.
So you pick it up, and you find the street now that you need to be heading on. And you start heading in the direction.
One more.
And as you start getting nearer to the address, the district, the otherwise lively and almost cartoonish-like district of the Artificers seems less lively. And when you approach the house, the windows are all boarded up, and it has been completely sealed, except for the door.
Condemned.
It is obviously, the door has obviously been pried off for this job. The wood and stuff that was over it. But you see what is this kind of two-story Victorian house. A large dead tree in the front yard that appears to be succumbing to whatever type of magic taints this place.
Well,
You guys like Ghostbusters?
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what you're basing this world off of. It's Ghostbusters. You're like, I wonder what they want to do. Ghostbusters.
You could have went to the zoo and picked up poop, okay?
Who are you gonna call?
That would have been
Ghostbusters!
fun.
Birdman. Oh.
So you're standing in front of this house. Somebody make an investigation check.
Who's gonna do it?
I'll go for it again.
I rolled a
Woo!
17.
Okay.
Wait, don't do it.
Yeah.
I rolled 23.
Wow. Okay, so you see that effectively every entrance is completely sealed up, but there does seem to be some kind of a substance that drips from the sills of the place. The place is completely trashed. The lawn, so to speak, of it is completely dead. There's kind of a wrought iron fence that would normally be polished, surrounding it, kind
Is
of
this the
rusted.
house in it?
I haven't seen that movie.
What?
Yeah, I swear.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of stuff.
I just screamed. I'm sorry. It was loud.
Anyways,
That
what do you guys want to
so
do
good.
as you stand before the house?
Can I go knock on the door?
Oh wait, is it
Absolutely.
locked?
Sure, go knock on it and see if it's open. And Icarus walks up. You knock on the door. Make another investigation check.
I want this one. I want this one.
No, this was Icarus.
14.
Oh, damn it.
So you do hear some rustling on the inside of the house after you knocked on the door. And as you
Why, Declan, home?
you don't open it, but you turn it, and you can tell it is open. They unlocked the door for you.
Declan, I think they
Why'd they
want
give
us
us
to
the
come
key?
in.
Maybe they want you to lock it when you leave.
They were too
Yeah.
scared to lock the door. Declan, they left me. They left it open for me.
Well, I mean, that disappoints me a little bit. I can't kick the door open.
You can.
You can still do it, buddy.
You'll have to,
I closed the door for him.
I think I'll pass.
Just
on
for
that.
old time's sake.
Save my strength for the ghouls' heads.
All right,
Okay.
all right. That's a good plan.
Wait, it is locked?
It's unlocked.
It's unlocked.
So I
It's
said
Well,
I
just
just
use thaumaturgy.
You do? You rip the door off with thaumaturgy, make a performance check.
I don't want to rip the door off. I just want
Oh. What are you trying to do?
to open it.
Oh,
just
okay.
use your hand.
So we
You
can,
open the door.
I don't want to touch it.
Creaks open as you gaze in. It's pitch black inside the house because of the fact that it's been boarded up so heavily.
Dark vision, though.
There's only very, very slight shafts of light pouring in. You guys aren't inside yet. You're kind of just staring in.
Dark vision, 60 feet.
Do you want to walk into the house?
Obviously.
I mean, that is what we're being paid for.
Okay.
Well, I pull out my sword first.
Who
Gotta
wants to
be
go
ready.
in? Who
Can I
wants to
pull out
go in?
Declan's rod?
Sure.
You just whip Declan's rod right out.
Whip that
Yep.
shit out. Whip that rod out,
I
man.
did. All
I
right.
gaze at its massive
I
size.
did. I did. Whipped it out. Anyways, who's going in first? What's the order in which you're
I
strolling
say we
in?
make the paladin go in first. Because, like, he's got a
probably.
shield and
Go ahead and go
Yeah.
in first. Sure, I'll take the lead. Get
And I'll be
my-
behind
my
you.
shield
I-
ready.
As you step through the threshold of the house,
Maul
make a
at the
Constitution
hand.
or Dexterity saving throw.
Oh, cool. Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot. Get the guy with the lowest dexterity to walk in first. Fuck. 4.
Four.
Thanks, guys.
So, as you walk in, you don't notice it, but there's this little tripwire. And as you hit it, you hear this ticking, and you're kind of in this small
Wanted to
little
do a
hallway.
check for traps and everything. But
And
nah.
you don't even know what's happening, but you look to the right, and there's this little hole in the wall, and just this little spray of red mist goes directly into your face. You cough and gasp for a couple minutes. You take 8 points of damage.
Cool. That's like a third of my hit points.
You'll survive, Michael.
No, I don't think I will. Okay.
So,
Everyone, let's close the door. Back out.
Just leave. We're just like, nope, we're done. Not dealing with that crap today.
as you walk in and you guys react to this, you see Declan just kind of misted in the face. He kind of coughs and
You guys just made me eat demons yesterday, and they're like, hey. Woo, he's got it.
he's got it. He's strong.
Yeah.
Look at
You
this guy.
stroll in, and because of your dark vision, you're in the front. You see what is would effectively be like the living area of kind of Victorian house. Whoever owned it is in very much disrepair. It's been empty for a while. Make a perception check.
Who is this?
You.
With the red mist in my eyes, I get disadvantage on this.
No, you can see. It went more in your mouth.
Oh, that's fantastic. Don't even know what it is. Blood, perfume,
It was red.
magic,
Red.
perception check 19. Oh, wait. My perception went up, I think. I think it's 20. It is 20, dude. I see
What?
it all.
So as you gaze into the room, you see 2 or 3 little shifting, shadowy figures start to move towards you. And you hear in the crackling of the ceiling above you, there is some movement as well.
You know what they hear, Tucci?
And as out of the
Snap,
darkness,
you're dead.
3 of these kind of disgusting looking, what were once were obviously humanoid women, kind of stumble towards you. Their jaws kind of hanging agape, these kind of red pools of blood gushing out from all of their wounds. They start moving towards you, staggering forwards. As the ones above you, you now see there's these 2 male ones that kind of let go and kind of drop down. They're behind you guys at this point. You have one surprise round, and then we're going to roll initiative. So does anybody want to do
Oh my
anything
goodness.
you want to do before this fight starts?
Let me see.
You take an attack. You can take a second to cast mage armor or some shit.
Is it everybody
Bless
that gets to go?
everybody. Everybody gets to go. Everybody gets one action.
Let's see what I got.
There are 5 ghouls in total. There's 2 behind you, and there's 3 approaching in front of you. 2 that drop down from the ceiling.
Can I cast like a Sacred Flame?
Sure. Which one? There's 3 kind of approaching.
Well, I'm just curious, like what my limit is. So if I can attack, then that means it's pretty much limitless what my action can be, right?
Right. It's 1 action.
Okay. Now, are ghouls considered like good and evil? Like it says?
They are chaotic.
Aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
They are undead.
Undead. Okay. Well, I just want to cast Sacred Flame on one of them, I guess.
Okay,
Whichever
so
one
we'll
is
say
closest to us.
the nearest one in the front.
I
Middle.
don't know what that shit was, but I'm just letting you know as a trait my class has. It's called Divine Health, and I'm immune to disease.
Okay.
Just throwing that out there.
Okay. That is fine.
So you have to roll a Dex saving throw of at least 13. Otherwise, it hits.
Nope. See what this thing's Dex is. It does not save, so it takes 13 points of damage.
No, you have to hit at least a 13. So I do 1d8.
That's 1d8. Roll for damage.
6.
6. Takes 6 points of damage. You watch as this one that is approaching kind of slowly, these ghouls, kind of, you see this flame kind of appear in his chest and it kind of bursts into flame. The other ones kind of look at it and they get this mad look, this much more frantic look as they start to close in on you. Everyone else has their action still.
They angry.
They're
Are they all in a row? Well, other than the 2 behind us now?
There's the one that Johnny lit up is maybe a step ahead of the other ones right there. About 10 feet away from you as they're starting to come towards you. The ones behind you are about 10 as well.
I'm going to
Making this
cast
closing motion.
mirror image
And,
on myself.
How big is the room?
Probably about 30 by 30.
30
It's
by
not a huge
30?
room.
And I'm
Yeah.
at the beginning of the 30?
You're all almost in the center, right? You're about a third of the way into the
Basically,
middle of this
anyone can reach anyone at
rectangular
any time.
room. And the ones that fell down from the ceiling are kind of in a walkway that you just come from.
Alright. And I'm towards the back.
Guts and rages. Good move. Smooth.
I'm in the back towards by Florian.
Guts gets kind of an excited look on his face as he stares at the ghouls and
Can I
becomes
step
enraged
behind?
as he feels violence to become upon him. What is that?
Can I step behind Florian and turn around and cast Aganazar's Scorcher towards the hallway?
Towards the 2?
Yeah, towards the 2 in the hallway.
Sure, you can do that.
Because that hallway's
area,
straight, right?
Right.
Okay, cool.
So this is an area of type of.
I want to find something out, and I'm gonna just rush the closest one and smack it with my maul, and then do bonus action and shield bash it.
Okay. So the one maybe that Johnny just flamed on is the closest. So go ahead and
can I do
roll
a
your
different
attacks.
one? I mean, we can all make it to anywhere in this room.
Sure, yeah. You can do a different one.
Different one.
So the one to the left of it. This one kind of gets distracted as it burns in
unscathed
flames and you charge past towards its ghoul compatriot.
Natural 20. That's a crit.
Wow, okay.
It's 27 total.
Wow.
So I think that hits.
Yeah.
$14 points of damage.
14 points of damage.
Bonus
And
action
you
is
have
shield bash.
shield bash it. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, that's
That
double.
not-
That's 28 points damage. That's a crit. I think
28
it is doubles the roll, not the bonus. So that's 18 points of damage plus 5, 23
23. 23 points of damage.
so far.
All right. So that was your hammer you hit it with, right?
My maul.
Right. Your one-handed one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you were going to shield bash it.
Yeah.
So you run up, and you literally just completely splatter this thing's head. One of the ghouls goes down immediately.
It's dead.
Kind of make this uppercut motion and just splatter it across this room. One of them is immediately downed. Yes.
So, is there one close enough to meet for me to shield bash?
The one that Johnny just attacked, sure.
Okay.
Because it was only a step behind it.
Now I know. Ooh, not good. That's a natural 1. Crit fail. Natural 20 and natural 1.
In the heat.
Natural 1 and +5, but it's natural 1, so.
Doesn't hit. In the heat of this, you kill one and you try to make this fancy turn to go and slash with your spike at the other, and you almost kind of slip in the ghoul's blood as you can miss completely with your shield and almost fall off balance. That is your surprise round.
Smash
Guts
the shield into the wall and break the spike
is
off of
to
it immediately.
enrage. Florian, do you want to do something?
I cast mirror image on myself, so there's
Gotcha.
3 other Florians.
So this room is now somewhat crowded with the amount of fakes and actual people. You wanted to cast a spell too, right, Mark? Down the hallway?
Yeah, I wanted to step behind Florian to the two behind us and cast Ganazar Scorcher.
Okay, is that you have to roll or I have to roll?
You have to roll.
What do I have to do?
It's saving dexterity of 13.
Okay.
And a line of roaring flame 30 feet long, 5 foot wide emanates from you in the direction I choose.
I'm gonna light the house on fire.
That's okay.
It's not okay.
It's like I'm fine with this. I haven't made my choice.
So neither of these guys save. How much damage did they take?
20.
20 points of damage. These things are almost completely incinerated as Icarus hears something behind him and almost as a snap reaction, just completely ignites the hallway you guys came through, and flames shoot out of the front door almost like some kind of a flamethrower, as this spell is almost contained by the short hallway it's in, and they shoot out of the front door. These guys are still alive, but they are very, very hurt now. They're like completely crispy up to like the bottom of their face, kind of staggering towards you now.
Ew.
You guys got to remember, I don't have dark vision, so I was just reacting to sound there.
And at this point, everybody will roll initiative.
All right.
I will roll
12.
Hold on. 12.
5. Ow, Disco.
16.
4.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, 17. Sorry, I have +2, not +1.
19.
Yeah. It's with a 19.
Tuji's scrambling now. He's like, oh, I only had 5 ghouls. Now I have to add 10 more because they just murdered half of them.
Oh, there's so many more. There's a lot more in this house already. You think you're gonna get away with killing one room full of ghouls for 800 goals?
There was like total of 10. Now there's gonna be 30 because
I'm not telling you anything.
because we just killed 3 already.
Stop it.
I didn't kill 2 of them. They
Did I
were
miss
just
somebody?
Push them
Almost.
over and they'll
Did you
fucking
get
die.
Zagal?
Declan, Florian, Zagal. What's your initiative?
I got a whopping 4.
4. Okay.
4.
Yeah, I do have light. Okay.
Here.
Cantrips can be used at any time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here. Here.
Well, I just lit up the whole room, so it's not really.
And the front
big...
door's open. Lights burning through, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I just shot a giant flame, 30-foot long flame out the front door. That's 5 foot wide.
So, top of the round is one of the ghouls. Roll a natural 20. So, the ghoul that has just been Sacred Flame kind of lurches towards Declan as he just missed his attack at him. He's going to go ahead and make an attack with his claws, which is going to be a 19 plus 4.
Fuck is this ghoul?
It's just plus 4. I just rolled a 19.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. You roll a natural 20, and he's just like Master Ghoul.
He's going to do. Take 6 points of damage from him.
Hey, you're pretty ghoul.
You have to make a DC. You may have to make a
Michael, how
Constitution
could you-
saving throw.
I have to do what?
You have to make a Constitution saving throw. This thing kind of slashes into you with these kind of really dirty-looking that have kind of festered as it's been in this house.
17.
17. So this kind of paralysis almost starts to take over your body, and you manage to take your breath before it manages to help you kind of shake off it. The claws of this ghoul have not managed to affect you, but you do take damage from the claws. You take 6 points of damage.
I'm gonna die.
Next up is Guts. What do you want to do, my friend? You are already enraged and ready to slay.
Almost lost
Declan
half my
is in
health
front
already.
of you. You guys are in a similar formation with Florian facing the ghouls behind you. To the left of
No, we don't have like a thing.
Alright. So I move to the ghoul with the most health.
That'd be the one to the right of Sacred Flame one. If you do that, you'll have to take an attack of opportunity because you'll have to move in front of the still standing one. It's just
Okay.
take an attack.
Never mind. I guess I attack the closest one to me.
Wait.
Okay.
Do I get a +3 on my damage because of Declan's rod?
You do.
Oh, well, I did 23 damage then because
They're dead.
Well, then those things are both incinerated. Yeah. As you turn in a
Sorry,
snap
I was
reaction,
like-
you completely incinerate both of the ghouls behind you.
Okay.
And that's cool because I don't like dealing with them on the initiative anyways. So
I was just making.
there's
Like, I
one
was like,
very
looking at it,
hurt
I'm like,
ghoul.
this is modifier +3 and spell attack
Guts is
+5.
making a swing towards.
Why am I the one that always gets fucked up? No one else gets hurt at all.
You have the shield, man.
You have
Apparently
the
it's
shield.
for not because still
You
get
kind
fucked
of
up.
are just like a beacon.
Anyways, what do you want to do, Guts? You want to just make an attack against this guy? Go ahead and roll.
Alright, let's see, 2d8. So that means I do my
You
d8
do-
twice.
No, you roll a d20 to hit it. You roll d20 plus the 6 on its attack.
Okay. $15.
15 hits. Roll your d8. 2d8 plus 6.
Also 15.
Okay. This one was almost dead anyway, so as it makes its claws at Declan and it kind of looks up at him, Declan kind of almost a little afraid that this thing is scaring him. It just completely just falls to the ground under the massive weight of your new greatsword, almost splattered like a bud. It's more like the weight of it itself compressed it into the floor and has made this disgusting kind of cut in its body as it cartoonishly, like, banana peel style hits the ground. But there's one more ghoul left, and despite the slaughter it has seen and the fire in the house that is now
I
beginning
have
to burn,
multiple puns lined up for you guys.
this final ghoul stares at you guys, and it is his turn to attack. He's going to attack Declan. He's going to miss because that's an 8. So he comes up to you and he goes to slash twice more and just
Slips on the
Lazy.
ghoul blood that Declan slipped on.
undexterous zombie misses his attacks on Declan. And next up is Icarus.
Next up, in here, there's only one ghoul left.
There's only one ghoul left in this room.
What's between me and the ghoul?
Florian.
Florian?
Yeah. And several images of Florian.
Yeah. Is there a way I could step out of the way to have a straight view?
You can walk around her. You could kind of strafe to get a line of sight on it, yeah.
All right. Can I do that? And then I can cast cantrips as much as I need.
Yeah.
There's not like a limit like my spells. I know I
Right.
can only cast.
You can flip it up.
Yeah, so I'm gonna strafe out into the into a straight line of sight and then I'm gonna cast Firebolt,
Alright.
and
Firebolt.
I roll
Attack.
a natural 19 for the
Hits.
accuracy, and
Hits for
then
sure.
damage. I roll 10. I roll a 7 plus 5, which is 12, plus 3, which is 20.
So you got 20 points of damage on this thing. So as it
Yeah.
goes to attack Declan and it kind of misses, this firebolt just kind of rocks its left side and almost completely turns it back towards Icarus as it kind of hits its left shoulder. Kind of looks at you guys panicked and enraged, just kind of and starts charging back towards the group away from Declan. Next
I
up
got you, Declan.
is Declan.
Got you, Declan. Don't
My
you
best.
worry. You're my
How
friend.
many's left?
There's
One.
one that's fleeing. It's kind of got its back to you. It's like 5 feet away from you now.
It's got like 3 health left.
What a waste of an attack this is gonna be.
You can move.
Yeah, I mean I could move, but I'm just gonna kill this thing. Get the hell out of the way. It needs to die. All right, bud. I'm gonna take you to ghoul school with this here ghoul tool. I walk up to it
Michael, I
and
hate you.
just kind of whack at it, and that's a failure. Because that's a wait. Yeah, I think so. 13.
13 hits. 13 hits.
God damn it. Okay. Ooh. 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. Definitely kills it. How do you want to do this?
Just whack its head off like I'm playing T-ball.
So it kind of turns away from you to charge after it was hit by the firebolt, and in that moment you just completely just like splatter its head sideways across the.
Playing polo.
And in this moment, the 5 ghouls you have slain are dead on the floor, but there is somewhat of a fire burning in the hallway as the Azur's flame is beginning to grow up the walls.
I'm not even able to get out because all the windows are boarded up. Crawl out the fireplace.
Oh no.
Well, can I, since that flame is non-magical now because it's wood
It's
on
spread.
fire,
Yeah, it's spread to the. There's now a very much real fire.
can I cast control flames on it and extinguish it?
Sure, make an Arcana check.
Sorry, we kind of burned your house up, but we got rid of the
I rolled a
ghouls.
20.
You roll a 20.
Yeah.
Okay. So you kind of look at the flames that you have caused, and you kind of reach your hand out. You kind of close it, and as you close it, in unison, the fires kind of die down. There's more of red hot embers sitting all over the place. Not necessarily safe, but you have
Extinguished.
stopped the immediate danger of this place becoming.
Is there a rock
completely
around me?
No, you're in a house.
Or something that I can grab, like a small object?
Sure,
Like
make
a
an
baseball.
investigation check.
What's my +1? 14.
You
I'm just
look
looking for
around
some object.
this house, and you find what is like an empty bottle of whiskey. There's a tiny bit in the bottom of it.
You find
Kind
a
of
All
dusty.
right.
It's obviously
I grabbed the
somebody's
bottle
ashes.
okay.
and I cast light.
Cast
On it.
light.
Yeah.
What's that do?
It's
gonna hold it so you can
object no
see.
larger than 10
Oh,
feet
okay.
by any dimension, and the spell ends when
So, like a light bulb, the inside of this bottle almost seems to contain an amount of luminescence inside of it. You hold it out by its cap, almost like a torch.
Okay, cool.
You guys want to do
I'm
anything in
sure
this
this will
room?
come as a shock to you guys, but we have 0 stream viewers.
What?
No.
I don't believe it.
We have what?
0 stream viewers.
That just means nobody knows the coolest place
No
to
one
be.
on Twitch is watching us.
That's good, because that means I can rip this bong in peace.
Don't do that, though.
Man, it's been a long time. I should hit the ball.
Put your head down farther. You know where you can blow that smoke, Tucci?
Up
Up
your
his
ass.
butt.
I was gonna say right up my ass.
Up his specifically.
So do you guys, in this moment, want to do anything in this?
You know,
We didn't kill everything already, did we?
Yeah, we did.
I mean, is that any
I
sign
didn't
of
even get
vampire
a turn.
stuff? That
There's a
book said stuff
staircase.
about
There's
vampires.
a staircase in this room, and you can see that near the northern end of it, it kind of leads to of some sort as well.
there's a staircase, and each step says vampire, and an arrow that points up.
Is there any like coffins? Would anybody be sleeping in these coffins?
Not
Maybe
in
the
this
basement.
living room type area. Everybody roll a perception check.
Is there any
Or a
like
body.
glasses of blood just
Exactly.
chilling out?
You know, I'm starting to feel like this
I got a natural one.
11.
app that I'm
Natural
using.
one.
Well, I got a natural
12.
19.
Vampires
Perception.
everywhere.
19,
I got
22.
22.
Tucci, I
I
think
rolled.
is vampirism a disease? Am I immune to vampirism?
Curse.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Debatable. Debatable.
In the world of, debatable in the world of things that don't exist, absolutely. But what's your perception?
Me?
Yeah.
11.
Just go with the highest because you're gonna have to tell us
So-
accordingly.
Guts and Icarus kind of hear this rumbling, and up to the top of those stairs, kind of stumbling over each other, you see several more ghouls start piling down the stairs, and they are like on top of each other, all kind of writhing and moving out of their, making their way back towards the party. Roll initiative once more, everybody.
Oh my goodness.
No.
Hey, I got a 13 this time. I might get to go.
8.
Natty
I rolled
20.
My favorite number, but
21.
not my favorite number to roll.
Hold on. Let me roll the ghouls up really quick.
How are you supposed to fight him on a staircase?
Well,
They're
just
currently
put
piling
fire
down.
up it, obviously. Just kidding.
Natural 20 as well.
Obviously, just light them on fire because we worship the fire gods.
You know, I like getting
If
paid.
they
I like,
ask me what happened to their inn,
it's an option.
and they're like,
Okay.
"Why is it scorched?"
It's
I'll
an
be.
option, but you
I'm
know,
just gonna tell them that
like
the
getting
fire
initiatives.
god
You
came
just got
down.
20 through 25
I
for
like getting
initiative.
paid.
Guts, you had 20, right?
Yep.
I have 1, 2, 1. By the way,
So next be 20 through 15. But I got that for initiative.
Not me.
15 through 10.
I got 13.
13. Oh, 13. 10 through 5.
8.
8.
Sorry, my headphone came unplugged, so I don't know what you were.
What's your initiative?
17.
Tucci, also, your mic is starting to act up, do its thing, where it cuts out every fucking 30 seconds.
Yeah, but how do you even fix that?
It's just
I have
his
no
mic,
idea.
dude. I think, like, I don't
Maybe it's
know,
just
it gets
overused.
overheated or something.
Yeah.
If you use it, like, too long, it just starts doing that.
Okay, so at the very top is Guts, who sees them coming down the hallway, and they are in this kind of conglomeration of ghouls, and one of them manages to stagger upright, and it faces towards you and kind of lets out this kind of guttural, very gross, liquidy sounding scream from the blood that's in its ghoulish throat. And it is your turn. You are still enraged. Go ahead and do what you want to do. I'm assuming you'll attack it.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack.
Go ahead and roll an attack against this guy.
You don't have the guts.
13.
13 hits. Roll damage.
$14.
14. Is that with the +6?
Yeah, I combined rolls were 8, and then
Gotcha.
+6.
Gotcha. So you cleave this thing, and it's goes right down like the center, like through its collarbone, and it's one of its shoulders kind of hangs off to the side now. It's still very much pissed out. But next up is this zombie you just hit. What a lucky guy.
Wait, what did you get for initiative, Mark?
21.
You should have went
Oh,
first.
Mark got a 21. I didn't even know that. Yeah, he should have went first. So we'll go Mark now.
I was like, I don't know why I'm not going, but okay.
I didn't even realize I didn't put you on here. Okay, so
I was
yeah,
like,
you
I
go.
don't know what's going on, but maybe I'm
You-
just tripping.
You go, and then the ghoul will go.
All right. And where am I in conjunction after picking up the bottle?
You guys are all just kind of looking down at the dead bodies, so you're kind of scattered. You're more behind Guts, as he was the first to see them and walk up to them.
Can I step out to the side to like be an even line with the stairwell?
Sure. It's kind of a
Okay.
corner. It's kind of like the stairs come down into this corner where they're piling out of. One of them has made its way up, and the rest are slowly starting to find their way
Okay.
to their feet.
Well, can I shoot a fireball into that corner?
Is it a firebolt?
Yes,
or a
it is
fireball?
fire. It's
If it's a
fireball.
firebolt, then you'll have to pick one of them, yeah.
Yeah, well, I do want to pick one of them.
Yeah,
but
sure,
I want
absolutely.
to shoot it into that corner.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll an attack with advantage, since they're all kind of clustered together.
So with attack, I rolled a 12.
Well, just hits. So as one is barely managing to find its way to its feet, you just stick it right in the chest of the fireball. Kind of looks around confused as it's just found its way to its feet. But next up is the ghoul that...
You didn't even take the damage. You just
yeah, you're right. I'm getting way too ahead of myself.
You didn't even take the opportunity to say, "You're fired."
I'm sorry for that.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I was
think
more concerned
I'm on
about
fire
not
with
taking
my
any
puns, I gotta
damage.
be honest.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Well, I rolled a 10, and I have +8, and so
18 points of damage. This fireball, as it's getting back up, just as it's about to get back to its feet, this fireball hits it like in its kneecap, and it falls back prone immediately. It has to spend its next turn getting back up. Do you want to do anything with your bonus action?
It's
Can
next
I-
turn. Are you kidding me? It's gonna die.
can I throw another fireball? Just kidding. Actually,
no.
I might want to do that, but that's
You can
Yeah.
dash, hide, yell at somebody.
no. I think I'm just gonna throw another fireball if I can do that. I don't know if I can.
Can
Is
you
this
do that as a
you?
bonus action?
Is this you that's been squatting in my house?
Let's see, look it up.
Am I allowed to do that?
I'm looking it up.
Because it's a cantrip, so I don't see. Or could I?
Read it from the beginning, and does it say as an action or as a bonus action?
Read the what? Oh, it's an action.
As an
Casting
action, yeah. Okay, yeah, so you can't do it as a bonus action.
Really love the internet that someone can look me up and ask me that question from 300 miles away.
Hell yeah, dude. Internet for the win.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna kind of take a step back behind,
Guts.
into the middle of the group, kind of thing.
They asked me
Okay.
that because I was the first person to pop up as the name in Facebook. It's good.
Oh wait, some person you don't even know?
Yeah, looked me just sent me a message and asked me because they sent that like card title and it has my name on it.
Is that the end of your turn?
That's
Yeah,
weird.
that'll be the end of my turn.
Now it's Google. It's going to take a swing at Guts.
This isn't the prone goal, obviously.
It's a natural 1. No.
It's prone now.
That's a natural 1. So he goes to swing at you, and he fucking like completely misses.
He used his arm that you chopped off.
Yeah, he goes to flop his decrepit arm, and he just completely misses. He like slaps you in the face. Has no effect whatsoever. That's the end of his turn. Very effective turn. Next up is Florian.
Florian.
I mean, Eldritch Blast.
Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to get in the character of
The
Declan
one
here.
cleaved in twain. The one
I'm
with
gonna
like the
start
fucked up
talking
shoulder.
like that. Actually, kind of helps the accent. How you doing, partner?
Oh, I'm gonna stand
Quite
here in the
the
middle.
Eldritch
That's
Blast.
probably made them a little angry.
Oh, see, I don't sound cool when I do that. I just
Do
sound...
you want to hit the one that's prone?
Eldritch
Do you want to hit the
Blast.
one that was cleaved by guts, or do you want to shoot into one of the ones in the corner? Now you can see there's 2 more starting to rise up.
Okay. I want to see if I can, like, hit the highest one and topple them.
They're not on the stairs at this point. They're kind of at the bottom. They've made their way, and the last 2 are starting to stand up.
Okay, well then not the one that's prone, but like a standing
Okay.
one.
Go ahead and roll an attack.
Ow.
Eldritch Blast. Eldritch
Explosive.
Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Take a look at my Eldritch Blast.
Could I interest you in an Eldritch Blast?
It's like a McFlurry type thing.
17.
That
17
sounds
hits.
so good right now. Fuck you.
Roll some damage.
Fuck yourself.
Nine
9.
plus Hex.
Oh, hex.
10.
Got in a wreck.
Woohoo.
10 does it. This one that is cleaved in twain, you shoot into its wound, and it kind of illuminates for a moment before its eyes kind of spark up that familiar pink. This afflicted by your spells, and it falls back to the ground,
2G.
dead,
I have an
near the
important,
prone one.
I have an important pressing notice for you. Changing my
Right.
name to Texlin.
Text.
So you guys can all call me Tex.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Tex.
oh.
I don't know if we can do that,
Hey,
Michael.
Texlin.
Well, Texlin's dead now. No. But next up is the prone ghoul. And he's just going to have to use his action to stand up. And he is very hurt and afraid. And he looks at you guys, and he kind of takes a couple steps back. And that's the end of his turn. Next up is one of the ghouls that has just stood up. He's going to, like, push past the fucked up ghoul that was just firebolted and has this, like, scorched part in his chest. And he makes his way towards Guts. Roll. There. Say 16. Is 16 hit you, buddy? 16 plus 4, I'm sorry. 20. Is 20 hit you? I'm guessing, yeah.
Who are you talking to?
Yeah.
Guts. So you're
Does
going
that do
hits any of us.
my armor class or?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no armor.
You take 8 points of damage. You take 10 points of slashing damage. You're enraged though, right? So it's resistance.
Yeah.
So you take 5 points of slashing damage. You have to make a Constitution saving throw. As it slashes at you with its disgusting claws.
Okay. Unnatural.
Unnatural? Unnatural what, man? Hit me with it.
2.
This
Okay.
roll was unnatural.
Unnatural. So
There's a 15 plus a 5 or plus 5 modifier, so
Much
it's
like-
unnatural.
much like Declan, you start to feel your heartbeat slow for a minute after this claw attack. You manage to fight through it and fight through the effects of this filthy attack that it launched on you. And next up is the goblin in the back. Just
Goblin?
finally getting to its
Goblin?
Ghoul in the back. There's a goblin in here, guys.
That's where the ghouls came from. Is the
They're
goblin?
ghoul goblins,
Goblin in
yeah.
a cool suit.
It's not a vampire. It's a goblin.
He's gonna walk up to who would be closest next to Chris? He walks up kind of to. No, I guess he would have to get through Guts. So he walks up to Guts and he whips a claw attack on
Sloblin
Guts.
Goblin.
And he uses his action to kind of try to get sideways on get more
the gob.
work kind of the flank on Guts, working his way more towards the party. And next up would be Zagal.
Oh my gosh.
You passed me, you asshole.
No, yours is 8.
Yeah, his is
Zagal's is
4, isn't it?
13.
Oh yeah, that was last time.
4 was the first initiative,
last
yeah.
time. I'm sorry.
So there's the one in front of me who just stood up, right?
Yeah, he's used his action.
He's already pretty fucked up.
You can push past Guts and get to him if you want.
Well, he's close to dead, isn't he?
He's close to dead, but he's kind of behind the two ghouls that are attacking Guts right now, so you'd have to move past them.
I think I have something for this.
Holy water.
Pretty sure I have an AoE. I don't think I do. So I'm probably just going to like, how weak does he look? Like, is he pretty close to death?
He's fucked up, yeah.
So both.
Yeah.
Fucked
Yeah,
up.
he's both. Either way, even at full health, these guys don't look very good.
Well, I did 18 damage. They have
They
like
are undead, so
3 health. So he has 5 health at most.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to one of the ghouls in front of that guy and cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay. That's kind of a ranged spell, so where do you want it to appear in the room?
I guess, yeah, I don't have to move.
Yeah, you can put it right in front of the half-dead zombie if you want.
Within, yeah, so 60 feet. So yeah, I'll cast it in front of one of the, like, in between, I guess, one of the healthy and then the super weak ghoul, because I get to attack with it twice my first time.
We passed up the stool sample job for the ghoul.
What does your spiritual weapon look like?
Ghoul sample. Well, it's
Shut the
probably.
fuck up.
Oh, I mean, I use maces.
It looks like a big, like, morning star, maybe.
Yeah, it's a gigantic mace with a bunch of light.
Yeah, because you're sun worshiper. Like, okay. So you make an attack with that. Go ahead and make an attack against.
I think this is just a regular melee attack, right?
Yeah.
Melee spell attack. Okay. So what do I roll for that? D20 plus. Well, I got a natural 1. So I think my first one is probably a miss.
Probably.
It spawns and just very robotically, like, swings directly into the air next to the fucking thing. Like, it's almost as if it's calibrating.
Well, for the first one, I was aiming for one of the healthy ones, and then the second swing, I'm gonna have him because he can fly up to 20 feet.
It's kind of in a space where it's next to the healthiest one that has just managed to get to its feet, and the other one that's almost dead that it's also gotten to its feet because it was knocked prone.
Yep, and then I'm gonna have its second attack hit the one that's almost dead.
Okay.
So that one is a 17 plus whatever my attack modifier. I'm pretty sure 17 hits. Yeah. So 1d8 plus my spellcasting. So 2. It does 5 damage. That was pretty painful.
That definitely kills it.
Yay!
So this morning star comes down almost as this thing, for the second time, has made itself way to its feet and just crushes it back into the floor. You hear this disgusting
Straight
crunch
back into the ground
as it smashes into the ground. Right, this almost reveals the one that's behind it, the healthier one. Snarl. Is that the end of your turn?
I'd imagine my weapon would have some kind of light emanating from it.
You know,
it's kind of a golden kind
that level in Mario with the sign.
Golden? You mean a golden?
A golden.
Stop it!
Michael, you need to go home.
Well, what a coincidence. I'm already there.
It is your turn now, Declan.
Yep, that's the end of my turn. Sorry, I didn't know.
You're fine.
How many's left?
There is 1 dead.
Yeah.
There's 2 dead. There's 2 left. There's 1 standing in front. No, there's 2. Yeah, there's 2 standing in front of
The only 2?
Guts. Yeah.
Well, not for long. I'm going to go up to him. Same spiel. And I'm
Smack him in
gonna,
the face.
yeah,
The mace.
Well, this time, just gonna break its ribs.
Slam it in the chest.
Can I stand like in the middle of them both?
Sure.
Not like necessarily in the middle, but like in the front, but in between them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of facing Guts, who has his sword.
Attack.
Him at bay.
16.
That is.
And okay, damage. What is my
Completely
bonus?
forgot that Florian melted one.
Where's my mouse? 10 points of damage on that guy.
Okay.
And the other one. Fuck. Where's my shield bash? 21 to hit.
Definitely.
Oh, you know what? I think
We'll take a stealthy bong hit.
Well, it's the same. Okay.
If you're announcing it, is it that stealthy?
7
See,
points of
sometimes I'll
damage.
say
I would
that
say
though.
so.
and then I won't take the
7
bong hit.
points of damage on that guy. It's not the greatest, but not
So
dead.
no one ever actually knows when I'm smoking.
Smack one of the ribs, and I spike the other one with my shield.
So you kind of slide in past Declan and club one in the ribs.
Past myself.
Slide in past Guts, I'm sorry. And then club one in the left side of the
Weird.
ribs, and as you come back with that momentum, stick one in the chest with your shield. Pull it out. Both of these have got you got the attention.
And now I'm stuck here.
Next up is Icarus. At the top of the ring.
All right.
There
So,
are 3 people, party members between you.
yeah. How much damage has been dealt to them?
You don't know precisely, but one of them looks pretty bad.
One of them looks pretty bad.
One of them looks pretty bad. One of them looks okay.
All right.
One of them looks.
I don't know what that sound was.
Are you
Do we need to
dying?
call 911 for anyone?
I have a pencil stuck in my throat.
That sounded pretty terrible to me.
Wow.
I have a pencil stuck in my throat.
Please don't.
I was like trying to look at my
Y'all wish you could
axe
do
here,
that.
and you're like,
You do that for Halloween.
Oh!
Big blood.
all right. So, can I move into? Well, can I move to an area where I can see the?
Yeah, you can kind of circle to the more south part of the room, away from the group, and get line of sight on them.
All right, that sounds good. I'll do that, and then I'll cast Firebolt again on the stronger looking one.
All right, make an attack roll.
I roll a 16,
That hits.
and then I do 10 damage. 3 plus 8 is 11. Sorry.
11 damage. This thing gets staggered almost to its knees before it kind of rises back up. It looks very, very hurt at this point. Oh no, that was the healthier one. It's still pretty hurt by this. It gets a big hole burnt in its kind of like thigh area, and kind of staggers back and looks towards the source of it. Next up is that guy's dead.
Guts.
No, Guts. Guts is up. Ghoul is dead.
All right.
Getting Guts mixed up with the Ghoul.
I attacked the last remaining ghoul.
There's two. They both
One's
look
just
really
really.
bad, though.
Yeah, they're both
The
just.
closest one to you just took a firebolt to his
All right.
chest.
I'll attack it.
Okay.
12.
12 just hits.
Okie dokie. $16.
This one immediately collapses to the floor. Just make this clean slash to the top half of the top part of his
He
torso
does like a
flops
Darth
down.
Maul.
Oh yeah, totally.
Just
The
like slides apart.
fluidity with which Guts controls this massive and heavy sword is somewhat impressive as he just and immediately brings it back down into a more defensive posture as this one falls to the ground. The final ghoul looking all around, not 100% sure who to attack in this scenario where he's now vastly outnumbered. Florian next to attack.
I mean, blast. I could be wild and like use an actual weapon.
I hope
Good.
Johnny gets transformed so we can call him Zaghoul.
Zaghoul.
That's what I call him anyways all the time.
Zaghoul at the Oasis.
Go
Come
with
meet
him.
If you have a very strong accent, then yes, I'm Zaghoul.
That's a natural one.
Again,
So-
dude?
Natural one.
Ooh.
You go to fire this Eldritch Blast, and as it's about to leave your hand, it's like the magic just ceases up in your hand for a moment. You feel this pain in kind of like the inner part of your chest. You kind of get a little scared at first, like, oh, I don't know what that was all about.
Oh
You
no.
have a bonus action though.
Hex.
Go ahead and hex that bastard.
2.
We're all going to Hex.
The curse takes its minor toll on the ghouls. It
So,
kind of gets slightly more hurt from it. Next up is the ghoul. The ghoul.
Zaghoul.
He's going to attack that ghoul.
He's ghouling to attack me. Okay.
19, that's going to hit.
19's gonna hit. Of course, it's me that gets hit again. Has anyone else taken damage at all ever in this campaign?
actually, I don't think that one takes 2 points.
No?
It's whenever I hit it with an attack.
Oh, okay. So it's back up to where it was at. But Declan takes 9 points of damage.
I'm gonna die, guys.
As this thing lurches at him and kind of bites into a spot in his half
Guys,
plate.
I have 12 hit points left, and there's probably 15 more ghouls in this place. And
It's
some kind
alright.
of
It's
mini
almost my
boss.
turn. I
Spare
can
the
heal you.
dying.
Well, once I go to 0, I go back to 1, so I never die. Well, it only happens once a day, so
You can leave and come back. Lock it up.
Yeah.
Come back and deal with them
No.
again.
no.
Log
I
out,
can
log
heal
back
myself.
in.
Pushing.
I haven't used any spells. I can heal myself too.
Yeah.
I
Anyways.
don't have heals.
That is the end of this ghoul's turn, and it is now that ghoul's dead. It's a ghoul's turn.
What? I get to attack twice.
Hell yeah, dude.
So how many ghouls are left?
1.
Just the
Looks-
one?
He looks bad.
He looks bad.
He's
Should I
having a
do
bad
some?
day.
Should I
Almost
overkill
feel
it?
this sense
Or-
of sorrow for it.
Friend, you never looked good.
Well, I'm gonna probably just go ahead and my bonus action on any turn. I can use my spiritual weapon, so I'll go ahead and use that first.
Okay.
And
Spiritual
move
weapon
it.
will say just zooms over in
It
front
just-
of the
It doesn't even
ghoul.
stop. Just
That
from
kinda
its point,
startles.
it goes all the way.
Oh, it just smashes into it on its way there. Okay, roll
Yeah,
it.
it's like a ramming, like a battering ram. But I probably still need to roll, don't I?
Why? What is happening? Are you playing Mario right now?
No, I said that's what I was thinking of.
Huh.
Is the sun in Mario?
I got a minimum of 16. I don't exactly know what I add to it. It just says it's a melee spell.
You got a minimum. Yeah, you hit it.
Okay. So D8.
When I do this, isn't it
I
pretty
did
easy
7.
to match me with tusks?
7 points of damage. Yeah. So this
I wanted
thing
to
moves
launch
through
it into the wall.
as it kind of passes through and damages it, not quite killing it. It is smashed by this concussive force. Is that the end of your turn?
I mean, if it's not dead yet.
It is not dead yet.
Is it dead?
Okay, then I'm gonna sprint up to it and just do a good old-fashioned melee attack.
Well,
What's-
isn't it a bonus action? No, so the weapon is out. You attack. Okay. Run up and
Yeah, my spiritual weapon's a bonus action.
Gotcha. Well, yeah,
So
but it
I'm
was
just-
already out, so you didn't have to.
Yeah.
You didn't have to use bonus action.
I
You just had to
sprint
use
up
your
to it.
action to attack.
And I roll an 8 to hit.
And that does not hit. I'm
You know what you
afraid.
get to do
Fuck
if
me.
your spiritual weapon rolls a natural 1? You get to
What?
spiritual weep.
I mean, it did earlier. Should I go ahead and weep now?
It wasn't even good.
Spiritually.
Nicole.
Well, he's a cleric and he just
It's
charged
at the end of your
at this
turn.
guy and slipped and missed.
Yeah. That was pretty
So-
pitiful, to be honest.
Sorry, I've already
Next
done.
up-
I've already been on fire, just spitting out the puns.
Next up is
okay?
Declan.
They get bad eventually.
Hey, man, I support
There's
it.
just the one guy left.
Yep.
Well, you know what I'm gonna do.
Kick him.
Kill him?
I was actually gonna kick him.
And
Actually,
I
just gonna
kick him,
fucking
sir.
Spartan kick this thing.
Before you kill it, roll a perception check.
You should super punch him. Use your foot and both
Holy
fists.
shit, 22. Declan, there's evil in this house, and Declan.
So as you walk up to this last ghoul to slay it, you lock eyes with it, and it kind of looks at you, and it gets almost this compassionate look on its face as it turns its head at you. And then roll your attack.
You think I'm
You've
not gonna
already-
kill this thing? You think
already
I'm gonna stop and not kill the ghoul, Tucci?
It's too late. You already decided to attack it.
It's just whether you kill it or not. You'll like kick it,
Unarmed strike, I
stab your back,
guess.
and then kill you.
Punch it.
Kicking it.
Oh, you kick it.
It's like
Okay.
a
He's gonna
Spartan
kick
kick,
it.
Spartan kick this thing. That's a 20.
Okay.
Think it hits.
You natural 20 to.
Well, it's unnatural 20.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, 2 points of damage.
2 points of damage.
Should have
You
actually
kick
just
this thing.
attacked it. Should have just
For
attacked it. Well, good thing I have a bonus action.
And it still manages to keep its footing.
All right. I'm just
Kick again.
shoving my shield spike in its fucking head. It's you know, oh, don't kill me. No, you're dead.
Roll to attack.
Shield bash in the head, spike in the face.
As you kick it, it looks almost betrayed for a moment at you. It gives you kind of a bewildered look.
15.
15 hits.
Oh, okay. Oh my god. 17 points of damage.
Definitely kills it. How do you want to do this?
Like I said, just spike its fucking its head.
You kind of crouch down a little bit and swoop upwards.
Like
and
impale it.
It
Impale
kind of
it upward.
hangs on your shield as you stand up fully taller than the ghoul. You kind of put your shield down. It slides off the spike. The final ghoul it has rushed down the stairs. Fallen.
I don't have a pun, I'm sorry. I've used them all up.
Wow. Way to go, dude.
You don't have a bag of puns you can pull one out of?
I've just said like 18 puns already. What do you want me to do?
Come up with more, goddammit.
Come up with one that's actually good.
Some of those were pretty
Ooh.
good. Okay. Some of those
So-
were pretty good.
Combat has ended. What do you guys want? Now
There's
that
so
Fucking
much
murdered
you
them
can
all.
the
do.
immediate threat seems to be over.
So much you can
Is
do
there
with
anything
the word
valuable?
ghoul. Is there a basement or just upstairs?
Not that you know of. You see, there's a kitchen.
There's upstairs in the kitchen
Can
right
check
now.
in. Yeah, there's an upstairs in the kitchen.
Declan heads upstairs. You know what?
Okay.
Hey, why don't
No,
we heal you?
Doesn't
first?
yeah, that's a good thing to do. It doesn't cost anything, so I'm just gonna cast Divine Sense. Celestial Fiends undead within 60 feet.
Okay. Are you upstairs right now?
Just kind of at the foot of the stairs before I head up. I want to cast that. Within 60
You
feet.
do sense upstairs. Near the far corner of the house, you sense a strong undead essence.
Ooh. Well, guys, there's something up there, and can you guys heal me? I can heal myself. It's fine. If you guys don't want to.
Give him
It's
some of my
fine.
band-aids.
I'll heal
dude.
myself.
Probably.
No, I just mean like I can heal
I
myself.
can try and light you on fire. I know you
I
did
can-
that the other day.
Well, I
and
can
that
heal
seemed to
myself.
help.
I can basically
Yeah.
get myself back up to full health almost. Like,
Wow.
I
healed
mean,
20.
I saw you light yourself on fire the other day, so I could do that. If
But
you
that's all I can heal. So once per day I can use 20 hit points. So no one else is even hurt, right?
I don't think I am.
Okay.
I know
so-
I'm not.
That's to 0.
Guts is a little hurt. Guts took some damage.
How much?
8 points of
5
damage.
points.
I'll heal myself 15, and one of those is going to cost 2 spell slots, though. Ugh. Someone else can heal him. I'm really hurt.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's like just focus on you.
It's okay.
I have lost
I'm-
20, 23
How much do you
hit
need?
points. 23, and I can heal myself 20, so
How many hit points do you have?
35.
I have more
Yeah,
hit
well
points than
done.
you. That's crazy.
You got
Yeah,
wailed
So
on
do
a
I.
little bit.
It doesn't matter because I'm the only one gets hit. So
Well,
Yeah, he
I
still
can be
has
in middle
more
tank.
than your max health.
You just have the worst luck,
I'm at
man.
32.
Because like your rolls
Dude,
are
I think
usually
you
not
just
great.
focus fire me.
No
You
way,
don't
man.
attack
It
anybody
makes
else.
sense because you guys are always in the front.
Yeah, that's
He
why
tries to attack
that's
me.
why you and Guts both got hit.
He tries to attack me, like he was trying to shuffle around, but then you like tackled them because he's like he's trying to sidestep to attack the
John,
person who
you would
shot
have
the
more hit points
fireball.
than me. You're a tank.
So what are
I
you
have
guys
Well,
doing?
you're a healer also. It's weird.
What is the plan?
I want to check out that kitchen also.
Okay.
I'm still kind of stuck on that
Did he
vampire
feel
thing.
anything in the kitchen?
No, he sensed it from upstairs in
Upstairs,
the
the
far
other end.
corner of the house.
Isn't it everything that's 60 within 60 feet? Just
Yeah.
curious.
So that's all you said.
There's a nest up
One-
there.
One final presence.
Is there anything shiny? Anything that looks like it could value?
Still, let's loot this person's house.
Yeah, that's
real
what I'm
fast.
always curious about.
Roll
It's an
an
inn.
investigation check.
I'm just saying. We could say it got destroyed by a ghoul.
It's not like
It's
we're
not
not
an inn.
getting
It's not
800
an inn, it's a
shiny
house.
coins at the end of the tunnel here.
This place is not an
Could be
inn or
1,000 shiny
somebody's.
coins.
So I rolled 21.
Yeah, nice. I
Natural
got an
20.
8.
You get an 8. So, Florian, as you wander about, everything's kind of caked in this thick layer of dust and filth.
Gross.
And soot
But
from
as
my
you're
fire blast.
yeah, now it's the smell of burning flesh wafts through the air as a battle is dying down that just ensued. But Icarus, as you're in the kitchen, right?
Yeah, I
So
follow.
as you're running your hands over the silverware, you see that it's made out of fine platinum. These pieces of silverware.
I take it.
There's an entire set of it. There's about 18 sets on this long table that rests in the kitchen area.
I take them all.
Okay, take all 18 sets.
I want.
Platinum
The
silverware.
inn is supplied.
Okie dokie. Yeah, that's cool. You
We
could have
look
this.
fancy now.
Okay, I think it's about time we add weight into the mixture.
Definitely add these. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about a better way. I don't know what's in your guys' inventories.
Well, I have like.
I think D&D, if you actually put this shit in your inventory in D&D Beyond, there's like a weight thing.
Right.
Just look into that.
Yeah, but I don't think I actually have all the stuff that's in my inventory. Like, I don't think I have a backpack or a
You
bedroll.
are
We just need to get a bag of
significantly
holding,
heavier
and we can carry everything.
with 18 sets.
Well, I have a backpack, but not like a bedroll
Silverware
or a
in
mess
your
kit
backpack.
or a ration kit or rope or tinderbox or a torch.
Right now,
Besides that, you
currently,
don't-
we just have all of our equipment up our ass. That's where we keep it.
Besides that, you don't notice much about this kitchen other than whoever owned it was
Guys, just
very
put it
swanky.
in my butt of holding.
A lot of very fine china.
Declan's ass.
That's where your what's it
Declan, I
called? Your
need
bag
that
of holding.
spunky bat.
Declan, give me
I
your
can't.
ass.
I don't think silverware
your
is that
ass.
heavy. I don't think it's gonna cause that big.
18 sets of silverware is heavier than
That'd be pretty fucking heavy.
There's no like Resident Evil 7
What?
gross like
Oh.
What are you saying here?
icky kitchen, the icky kitchen.
Oh.
No creepy kitchen.
I mean,
This kitchen doesn't seem to be the epicenter of the house.
Howdy.
Compared to the rest of the house, this kitchen is actually more intact.
these
than the other
ghouls
places.
like dinner. They like to cook.
Or they don't eat. That's why it's not messed with.
Well,
Not the way you eat, at least.
How do you know?
At a table.
But yeah, no,
You
I don't.
know my story.
What do you guys want to do?
Goddamn
As
shit
you guys are
sucking
standing in the
vampire.
kitchen watching Icarus deftly coop these platinum pieces of silverware into his backpack.
Guys, I'm going upstairs.
But you said that there's something up there.
Exactly. Let's
I mean, I
kill
know
the
that's
son
what
of
we're
a
being
bitch.
paid for.
It's a son of a bitch and needs to be dealt with. Let's
Can
get
we
him.
be sneaky about this, maybe?
Silent but deadly.
Well, I
God,
have spells
You
for
want
these
to
kinds
gas
of
him out?
things.
Is that what you're telling me?
you go and do that.
Well, I'm going. Anyone come with me?
I'll go with you.
I think that
But
we all are
I'm still
going.
trying to figure out how to put this in my inventory.
I mean, you don't have
Just
to
wrap
pick.
that
I don't think
there.
anyone else. I don't think anyone's gonna take it if we leave it here for a minute. Come back and get it before we leave.
I'm
write
just
it down
trying to
somewhere.
figure out how
We
to
can
put
all
it in my
share
inventory,
the
like
load.
in the.
Oh, I see.
18 sets of 3-piece platinum
Go to
silverware.
equipment and then do manage equipment and then click custom items and then click add custom item and then click on the unidentified item and then you type in what it is and how much it weighs. That's a lot, but
Sounds like so many steps.
Okay, there it is.
So,
Found it.
as Declan makes his way up the stairs, does anybody else want to do anything down here where you head upstairs?
Well, loot. But we already did that.
You can look around the
So-
kitchen for something if you want.
I think that'll be okay.
Okay. Guts, do you want to do anything down here?
Nope.
Just eager to fight once more? At this
Yep.
point, your rage has you'll have to reinitiate it. But Declan makes his way headstrong up the stairs towards the epicenter of his senses. And as you make your way up and into the field of view, you see there's 3 doors. There's one on the left-hand side, there's one on the right-hand side, and there's one on the far back right-hand side. And you can see that there's just this dark trail of blood leading from the hallway into that door, and like blood that kind of seems almost to be crawling across the walls. That all emanates from that back door.
Nope.
Nope. Are you scared?
the way your camera
No?
goes, it was like
I mean, I'm not the happiest camper about this either, but we gotta go.
Right, it is also very dark in here, which does not make anybody in this realm feel the safest.
It makes me pretty unhappy, honestly.
Seagal particularly
I mean,
unhappy.
we all have torches.
No, only I have torches.
Yeah,
I
he's
have
got-
my torch because everybody else has dark vision.
Yeah, only
No,
Icarus
except for me.
actually, in a game sense, only Icarus has to worry about it.
But I mean, we all have torches usually in our starting gear.
Right.
I didn't want it. I threw it out. I was frozen for 700 years. My torch
Somebody
was.
stole his torch while they were down there.
I was
They
frozen
said,
for
you know what I
500.
need? They saw it in his stone backpack, and they said, you know what I need? A statue of a torch. And they pried it
Did they
out
just
of
like
your
chisel that
fucking-
shit off?
Yeah.
It wasn't connected. It was just in the backpack. The backpack wasn't frozen. Just,
Sure.
just I was stone.
You're just a loot pinata.
Yeah.
Anyways, what do you guys want to do? Standing at the top of these stairs, blood pouring out of the room, Dexter style.
Oh, I say we go in there. What do you think, guys?
I am gonna use the spell slot and cast protection from good and evil on myself.
Okay.
Because I'm shitting my
What is-
pants.
What does that do?
I have protection, disadvantage on rolls against me, and I can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. That's pretty much it. So they have disadvantage on attack rolls against me.
Okay.
Anything that's at least like, evil. I don't know what's on the other side of that door, but I would assume.
Well, it's
Not
evil
good.
because Declan.
Well, it's
undead.
not necessarily evil because of that. It's a fiend or an undead because of that.
Oh, okay.
But there's not a ton of lawful good undead. So, yeah, you're not wrong.
You're pretty well off.
Sitting in that room where there's a ton of blood pouring out of it, probably not a good guy in there.
Yeah, probably not. Good assumption. I like
Well, but we've been fighting ghouls. I'm just going to assume that whatever is in there is also very evil.
Okay, perfect. I got something for this, but I feel like something might happen if I open the door. Can I make an investigation check and see if there's any traps or anything I can,
Sure.
up near the door?
If you have
Sure.
mage hand.
What?
As you walk up to
I have
the,
mage hand.
you start walking in the blood. And it's kind of almost sticky, as it's kind of obviously dried and more blood is washed onto
It's
it and
an
dried.
unnatural 20 on the investigation.
So as you inspect this door, wary to get sprayed in the face of more pink shit, you don't find any trap on this particular door. This one just seems to lead into. You do feel this very strong sense of evil behind it, though.
Florian to kind of bow towards the door. The door, please.
What? What?
The door, please.
You wanted to open it?
Is it locked?
Doesn't matter. Can you open the
Wanna
goddamn
bust it
door?
Well, if
afraid
I
to
use
turn the
thumb,
door
it
knob?
has to be unlocked.
Yeah, she can't.
All right, I'm kicking the door open.
Well, I mean, hold the fuck on, bro.
Kicking the door open.
Bruh.
Bruh. Yeah, I mean, even mage hand.
11. I don't kick the door open.
You kick it and it kind of budges a little bit, but nothing happens.
Can I turn the handle?
Sure,
Turn the
it
handle.
is open. It is open.
I kind of like do a thing where you open it and you fucking jump back real fast.
I think whatever's
so
on the other side of that door,
you fling it
don't
open
worry
and
about
you
it
look
being
back
locked.
in there, and much like the rest of the house, it's very dark in there, but you see this very large, kind of ovular, shadowy figure at the very back of the room. And you can tell that there's obviously blood and bodies all strewn across the room that lead up to this kind of ovular figure that sits at the back of it. You can kind of hear him, hear whatever it is, kind of. You can hear whatever it is, kind of eating and crunching.
All right, I step into the room. Can I see what it is or anything?
As you step in, you see it's a very, morbidly obese Goliath in race-looking person, but it's got these very patchwork-looking pieces all over it, almost as if it's been hurt and sewn back together many times over.
Like a Frankenstein.
Right, and it's just kind of feeding on what appears to be a body in the back of it. Just kind of hasn't quite noticed your presence yet.
I wave to you guys to come towards me.
Icarus.
Slowly.
This guy is, in addition to being huge, it's like this disgusting, morbidly obese kind of. He's got these disgusting gashes all over his body. Some that are sewn up, some that are not. He's also pouring blood from his all of his mouth and ears and all this. It's very, very unsightly thing you're looking upon.
I'm gonna cast this thing called. Can use this as a bonus action. Wait, no, this one's an action. I have to cast it as.
I'll give you one surprise round, before. It doesn't appear to have noticed you yet.
Okay. It's called Abjure Enemy.
Okay.
And you have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. It's going to be an 8.
You fail. So that means. Oh, and you had disadvantage, so roll over. I want to see how bad you fail.
That one's better. That one would have saved.
Well, you still got a failure. You're frightened now, and your speed is reduced to 0.
Okay.
For the next minute or until you take damage.
It kind of senses your holy presence as you walk up to it, and it kind of sends a shiver of spear up its spine as it starts almost panic eating now. How long is it feared for?
For the next minute.
Next minute, and it gets to make another save on it.
It just lasts for a minute until it takes damage.
Does it take extra damage?
No, it's just you can't move.
Gotcha.
And it's frightened.
Gotcha.
All right.
Okie dokie.
Well,
And
You all surprise round, so that's Declan. Everyone else gets a thing to do. Unless you have a bonus action you want to move.
just trying to think if I mean
it can't move until it takes damage.
Right.
For a minute.
All
of us are upstairs, right?
Yeah, you're all in the room with this.
I mean
this gives us time to talk about
I
it.
can do a
What
thing
we
as a
gonna
bonus
fucking do with this
action,
thing?
and I can. Okay, I'm not. I think either everyone should hold a this surprise round, and I can just fucking smack. Like we can go to, full attacks, and I can just destroy this thing with Divine Smite.
We could talk to him too.
We have 1
I
minute.
could
We
say,
have 1
hey,
minute.
hello.
We gotta hurry and do this.
Yeah.
And Guts could just destroy this thing right now. Guts
You've
could
now
just. Guts could just
Talk to it in
fucking-
its brain.
And
whoever attacks it here is
Wanna
getting
do a
advantage
lot of-
as its back is turned.
And it's can't move or yeah.
So who makes most hurry?
Okay. I guess I enrage. Can I attack in the same turn?
Yeah, you can make one attack.
Let me see what
All right.
Frighten does. Has
Yeah, make sure-
disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. You can't move closer to me. You can't move at all. So
Neato.
Alright, that's a 16 to hit.
Hits. It's with advantage, so you get to roll again.
could get a crit.
Okay, you could get a 20.
18.
A little better, but not. Doesn't matter. It still hits. You gotta roll damage.
Tucci's like, you fuck.
15.
15. You sneak up on it, sort of. It knows you're here. It's just terrified. And you drive your sword into the flubbery back, hunched over, kind of blood Goliath, you could say, and it kind of carves down into the fat of his body, and you can see blood pour out a little bit. It hurt him, but it kind of roars out in pain. Oh! Fear subsides.
Seems like a flesh golem, dude. You talking
Begins
about?
to stand to its feet.
So now
We also get a
fucking
surprise
murder it.
round, right?
Yeah, Florian, and
Icarus.
Icarus and Zagal still have a surprise round attack.
Well, I'm just gonna swing at it, I
I still have my
guess.
bonus action, but I don't know if I can use it since I moved on. So it's whatever.
I'm gonna stay back from it and cast Sacred Flame.
Okay.
So it's gonna
Okay.
save Dex for 13.
Okay.
I kind of maybe should have saved that
Saves,
whole turn
18.
since we had surprise.
Hey, but no damage, I think.
No damage.
Or is it half? I don't know.
Half, probably.
This just says the target must succeed on a Dex saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage.
Okay, so it doesn't take any damage then.
I mean, it's a cantrip, so I can imagine guaranteed damage on a cantrip would be
You
kind
see this fire almost start to flare up on the back of its shoulder, and you see this large mitt just slap it out as he begins to rise to his massive feet. He's completely naked too, by the way. He's completely covered in blood. His kind of Hank
Naked.
Hill looking ass starting to take form in front of you. Florian, you have an action, and as does Icarus.
Mm-hmm.
And then we will roll initiative.
You gonna go flirt?
I want to try to talk to it.
Okay.
After we've just fucking murdered it.
Hey, big guy.
He's just talking out loud to it.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem very responsive. You can just hear it heavily breathing. Just there's very fast breaths.
Oh, okay.
But that is your action. What is this?
Does it count as
Oh my god.
It's Pearl the vampire from Blade.
Ew.
So, Icarus has an action.
Okay, well, I'm gonna step to the side and throw a fireball at it. Or firebolt. Yeah, firebolt.
Go ahead.
And I roll a 19.
That hits.
And then for damage, I do a d8. 1d10.
All right.
Yeah. So that means it took 10 damage.
10 damage. This firebolt rocks into its flabby exterior, burning at the kind of disgusting undead flesh on the outside of him. Kind of at the back of him, he's still got his back to you guys. He's beginning to start his assault. Everybody roll initiative once more.
It's 5. Jesus Christ.
6.
19.
Okay, everybody keep the number in your head. 28 through 25. Anybody have that initiative? 15 through 20.
Zergal
I
at
got an
19.
18.
What do you got, Zergal?
19.
19. Guts. So 18. Okay, anybody with 15 through 10?
13.
Maureen's got 13. 10 through 5.
I have
6.
5.
This is 6.
Of course I go last.
That's a 5. Monster got. There's right here.
What does this room look like? How big is it?
It's almost completely caked in blood. It's a little bit smaller than the living room type area you guys have been fighting in. It's obviously, it used to be a bedroom of sort, but it's completely stripped bare, and the monster is eating at what appears to be some kind of a trough-like sink that has a dead body in it that he's just eating away at.
Why is it here?
The tub
Why
itself
was
is
there
also
ghouls
completely filled
here?
with blood. But with that being said, at the very top of the round is Zagal.
All right.
He heads back downstairs and gets drunk.
I open up my beer and just start chugging. No, I'll probably. Gonna use one of my second level spell slots. Are these weak to necrotic? Not weak, but they're not immune to it, are they? Just because they're ghouls?
You don't know.
Well, fuck me. That's my strongest attack. You can't throw me out like
even
that.
A ghoul. We don't know.
We don't know. Well, then I'm gonna fuck it. I'm doing inflict wounds. Make a melee spell attack.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll.
Spiritual weapon?
No, this is just inflict wounds.
Oh, okay. So you walk up to it and put your hands on its flabby belly.
I don't know how.
On its love handles, because it's still facing away from you. You give it one.
I guess spiritual weapon would be good to cast at the start, because then I get an extra turn.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and do inflict wounds. It's a melee spell attack, so got a 9 plus 5. I got a 14.
14 does not hit.
Fuck me.
Does it take? Oh no, that's an attack. So as you walk up to put your hands on it, it kind of booty bumps you away from it. You a couple feet.
That's what it does to me. It gives me a booty bump.
Next up is Gut.
I kind of, just stumble, mostly in shock.
Next up is Guts. Who has enraged and already taken a big swing at the guy. What do you want to do?
Big swing.
This time I go for the head.
Okay. You'll take a chop at it with your.
Calm down, Thor.
With your great sword. Eager to get new blood on your freshly acquired sword.
Alright, I rolled a 16.
16 just hits.
AC is 16.
And roll damage.
$18.
God damn.
18. So you come down with this heavy sword with the finesse you wield with it, and it chops almost clean through its head, but its fat, blubbery neck holds its body together. It just roars out in pain. It finally turns to you all. Roar! You can see its eyes are completely devoid of eyeballs at all, and just blood pours from these empty sockets, as well as his mouth, where this surprisingly pearly white set of teeth reside.
I think they just look white because all the
Everything else is so
In
dark.
comparison to
In comparison to the blood covering his body and in his mouth.
and the way the light reflects off of it, they could be
Yeah.
steel for all we know.
So next up after that attack is the monster itself. He's going to take a big look at Guts after he just tried to cut his head off. Take a big swipe with his big fat paw. It's going to be a 13 plus, it's going to be an 18 to hit. Does that hit? Guessing, yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have a shirt on.
He's going to take 10 points of damage.
Pants and shoes.
And he's going to take after he slaps at you with his big fat mitt, kind of punches you in the face. He's going to lurch at you and try to bite into your naked kind of trapezoid muscle or whatever the fuck.
Trapezius.
Trapezoid? That's not a muscle.
God damn it, I can't keep the dice cold.
How about the nape of his neck?
Okay, yeah, that. That is a 16 hit. Oh no, that's a 16 plus 5. That's a 21.
Dude,
So
did you fail
hits.
geometry?
No, it's a trap. I always called it a trap, okay. You take another 2 points of damage. Take a total of 12 points of damage in total. This thing punches you and then bites into your shoulder, kind of pulls a piece of flesh off of your back as it kind of reels back.
Ow.
This piece of Guts' flesh kind of hangs from its teeth as it looks back and forth at you guys.
Somehow it bites Guts, but it still hurts me.
Next up is Florian.
It's like I'm your guys' bag of holding for health. You get hurt, but it takes damage off of me.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. His ass.
$25.
It's for sure.
Wait. 12 plus 6.
18.
12 plus 6, 18 points of damage. You guys are fucking this thing up. As this Eldritch Blast rocks into it's one of its disgusting flabby wounds, it kind of reels back and cries out once more. It's beginning to look pretty fucking hurt. But next up is Icarus.
Am I still in a straight line of sight?
Florian, or not Florian, but Guts is kind of in your way at this point. You could strafe around and get to him though.
All right, that's what I'm gonna do.
Kind of work your circular motion.
Okay. And then I'm gonna do my firebolt again, because that's the only one that is effective right now. Because I could do the Scorcher, but that would be bad for Guts and Declan.
Wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, guys. So I'll shoot a firebolt. Is there something that I'm supposed to add on, like on my attack, or is it just the?
I believe it's your attack, and since you're a sorcerer, your charisma modifier.
My charisma modifier?
Yeah, X is your attack modifier.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I haven't been adding that the whole time. But I'll add it this time.
For you,
14
it's charisma.
plus
For a wizard, it's intellect.
3, so that's 17.
Okay, that hits.
All right, and then 1d10 and 11 damage.
11 damage. You rock this thing. It takes one Eldritch Blast to to the wound and then takes another firebolt and almost staggers backwards and
To cauterize it?
to cauterize it. Yeah, it almost staggers backwards and falls, but it's not quite ready to give up. Next, was that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Next up is Declan.
Kill him.
Bonus action, I am going
Declan.
to cast Divine Smite on my mace. And I will make an attack swing at this son of a bitch. And I'm gonna... Hell, I don't know. What else you do with the maul, dude?
Just sink into his flesh.
Try and take its head the rest of the way off.
I guess. Just
Yeah, hit his sword.
cave its
Cleave
face
through
in.
his head.
That is gonna be a 19 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Oh, this thing is dead. This thing is so dead. So 14 plus. Where are my d8s? Where are my d8s? (14 plus 15, 29 points of damage.
29 points of damage. Definitely kills it. So as you attack it, you're hitting it with your one-hander or your two-hander?
One-hander.
You slam into its skull and it kind of goes unconscious and it falls to its knees, defeated for a moment, but it kind of starts breathing even heavier once more. It opens its eyes and they are now glowing red with kind of magic in it and within it, and it kind of shouts out and kind of everybody make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity.
Motherfucker, Gucci. I'm dead. 10.
Oh my god, I got a natural one.
10.
Natural
That's
one.
the D20, right?
Yeah.
12.
12. You say anybody below 12 fails this.
Yep.
What is a one? One's fine, right?
No.
Oh.
It's fine if you want to fail.
What do you got, Florian?
18.
18. Okay. So
The two tanks.
Guts and Florian managed to keep their composure. What was yours, Icarus?
12?
Well, you say Guts, Florian, and Icarus managed to keep their composure, while Declan and Zagal spend the next turn sprinting towards the door.
Oh my god.
Chill of fear runs through their bodies. The enraged behemoth cries out.
Yeah, this thing's got me terrified.
And
Something's gonna crawl out.
Next up at the top of the turn is Zagal, who spends his turn running away.
Oh wait, I have wait, hold on. I have protection from good and evil.
Oh, you do?
So I get advantage, or it gets disadvantage. So I would assume that I would just get advantage on that
So
roll.
yeah, go ahead and roll one more time on that. On your
I
dice.
forgot about that. That time I got a 21.
Okay, that time you save, so you do not spend your turn.
I can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed, and I'm assuming that would be frightened. So
Right, absolutely. So you managed to save. So only Declan goes sprinting out of the room. Oh shit! He cries out as he runs towards the door. You do get your turn, this. As Declan sprints past you, almost knocking you over. As he thought he killed it, and its eyes glow back to life, and it screams in its face, Shrek style.
I'll do one more.
He is getting the fuck out of this guy's swamp.
Now, is there anything I can do for him? I don't think that Bless cures frightened, does it?
You could heal the damage that was dealt to.
Yeah, how hurt are you, Declan?
I healed myself. It didn't never hit me.
Who is hurt right now? Who
I
needs
thought he
healing?
did 2 damage to you.
He hurt Guts.
It hit
I
me.
got hit for 12.
Are you like almost dead? Because I can heal you.
I'm at 26 out of 43.
You're fine. I'm gonna do a spiritual weapon again. It's my hard hitter. Other than inflict wounds.
You do you.
Yeah, I'll do spiritual weapon one last time. So,
Okay. So
just
the
a
morning
melee.
star kind of appears in front of it.
Yep.
Kind of just appearing into existence in
And
front
my
of this
first
thing.
hit was
Kind
an
of turns its head
18.
curiously at it.
When I got that crit earlier,
What did you hit, Johnny? I'm
I
sorry.
got 18 to hit.
Okay, yeah, hits. Sorry, man.
No, it doesn't matter. Actually, it's just retroactive and doesn't matter.
I did
Things
5
like-
damage for my first hit.
5 damage for your first hit. This thing looks at it curiously. It's just smacks it in the face.
Yep, kind of softly. Not too hard.
Is that the end of your turn?
Nope, I get one more hit. This one is a 16.
16 hits. Go ahead.
Okay. And this one does 9 whole fucking damage.
9 points. This one, considerably harder, kind of splats into the monster's face, even now more bloody with holes that has been punctured in it from the Morning Star.
Scares it a little bit.
Next up is Guts.
Alright, I go for the neck again.
Okay. Go to finish the blow across, finish and cut its head off.
13.
13 points of damage. Oh, 13 does not hit. I'm sorry.
Damn.
Can attack again with your bonus action without efficiency.
Oh, okay, sure. $16.
16 does hit.
$11 damage.
11 damage. You go to finish this gash in it, but you accidentally, I mean, it's an accident, but you still hurt it. Just carve a new path towards cutting its head off into its fat body. Now you have 2 not complete pathways into it. It's looking pretty hurt, but it is extremely aggravated. Looking in all directions, I decided who we check this way. He looks to Guts. As he's now enraged, he looks at you. He looks to pummel you with a series of 4 attacks. That one doesn't hit. That one hits. Okay. So he kind of goes in this enraged fury and he starts lashing out again. One of them you manage to block, but one of them he clocks you right upside your head and he does. 10 points of damage with that one. The next one you manage to block, but again he comes in with a final attack. He hits you for 13 points of damage. So you take a total of 23 points of damage per turn. As he kind of goes into a flurry and starts walloping on Guts, who has tried twice now to cleave him in twain. That puts Florian back at the round. Your turn. Should just write an E for Eldritch Blast when it's Florian's turn. Eldritch.
Right. How's it? Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking do it. Eldritch Blast. $16.
It's.
I mean 17, but
It's.
$13.
13 points of damage. So you fire off an Eldritch Blast as this thing, it smashes directly into its mouth this time. It almost catches it and tries to consume it. At last it fails and spits it back out, and there's kind of this ethereal pink energy dripping out of its mouth. It is looking extremely hurt at this point. Next up is Icarus.
So
Is that the end of your turn? Do you have anything else? Okay, so Icarus.
Back away a little.
So I'm still in a line of sight, yeah?
Yeah.
Without shooting Guts or anybody.
Right. You're good for this one.
Well, I cast Firebolt again.
Nope.
15.
15 does not hit. So you go to fire this firebolt, it just barely kind of skips off his blubber like a stone hitting the pond and ricochets up into the wall behind him.
Does it light it on fire?
Not the wall, no. It almost actually kind of sputters out as it hits the damp blood that coats the walls of the room.
I just have to know that because I do have things that I can do with that fire.
Right.
If it actually lit it on fire. Once it's not magical flame, I can.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's the end.
So next up is Declan.
Do I have to roll anything?
Oh yeah, you have to spend your turn. No, you are unfeared, but you are you are outside of the door you ran in. Just now starting to get your senses back to you, like, holy shit, I just left everyone alone in there.
Oh no, guts!
You can spend your action and your bonus. You have to spend your action and your bonus action to get up to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Spend
Right.
my speed
So you
and
charge.
haste.
You finally get your way back up to it, and just as quickly as Declan had run out of the room, he comes charging back into the room with his shield in his hand. I'm sorry, guys. Charging back up to the beast. Back at the top of the round is Ghaul. What would you like to do, my friend?
Well, I ain't got anything cool left to do. So who's fucked up now?
There's only one. Oh yeah, Guts is
Yeah, I've
Okay,
got
fucked up.
3 hit points left.
Guts took
Well.
a walloping from the enraged behemoth.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my bonus action first to see if I can kill it. So just the mace. So
Go ahead and take a
d20.
crack at it.
Yep. 17 plus 5 is 23.
Definitely hits.
Ooh, I did 13. Or I did 11 damage.
11 damage. How do you want to do this?
Alright. I want it to go. I kind of want it to.
It kind of
go
looks down
right
at
through
you
its
menacingly. Just its stature much greater than yours. It's an obese Goliath, right? You're a dwarf, kind of looking down at you, breathing very heavily, disgusting fluids dripping from its oozing wounds.
I want my magic mace to come up and just push itself through its stomach. Make a big gaping hole in it.
Go hilt
You
first.
kind of take a step or so back,
Yeah,
and
I
you
could
just
go hilt
point.
first.
You just kind of point at the thing's belly, and just sticks into the belly of the thing and starts pushing its way through slowly as the monster just screams out in pain, just as it digs its way in. Finally, it just collapses to the ground. Your spiritual weapon just kind of disappears in a shimmer of luminescent light below the thing as it falls onto the weapon effectively.
Like, I've accomplished my mission.
And the monster is defeated. The house
Is defeated.
as far as Declan can sense, is now devoid of evil presence.
I like that.
How much did that platinum silverware weigh?
I don't know, man.
I put a pound a thing.
That's fair.
So that's 18
Fair.
pounds. Because I
That's
don't
fair
see
enough.
silverware weighing, especially 3 set of silverware.
Well, there's 18 sets of 3-piece silverware.
Yeah, 18 set, but each set would be 1 pound.
Right. That's fair.
Each 3 pieces.
Totally fair. So, what do you guys want to do? Having defeated this disgusting
Here,
blood
this is what I have to say about the silverware. Okay.
Roll a 5 investigation.
Just watch this video real fast, guys. 18 seconds.
How fast is it really going to be? Oh my god.
Oh no.
I would play it, but I don't want to get copyrighted, so. There you go, Mark. Don't worry about the silverware.
I was just curious, so I could appropriately do things here.
So,
You know,
what
I
are you
always
guys
thought
doing?
Samwise was the real hero.
What is everybody doing?
I want to
They-
check out this creepy fucking room.
Okay.
I want to walk up,
I think
try
I
and
lost my
tear off
room
a
is-
piece
I
of
guess
flesh.
The room is mostly empty except for kind of a decrepit doorway that appears to be very much sturdy in the back right corner of the room.
I'm just gonna say what everyone's thinking.
It looks like the monsters had been trying to claw its way in there, but was unable to.
I'm just gonna say what everybody's thinking. Who's hungry?
I got silverware.
As the giant monster lets out a giant flatulent in its death.
Can Icarus
I'm
go
not.
up and try and tear off a piece of flesh?
Ew.
Yeah, go ahead, make a strength check.
Why?
Strength check?
Yeah.
Why are you doing this?
11.
What a weird
11.
bird man.
You walk up and you manage to find a seam where it was sewn together, and you rip a disgusting piece of semi-alive flesh. It appears that maybe it was alive at one point, but it's pulsating with new, different blood. Obviously, as this is some type of vampiric creature.
Can I thaumaturgy that door open?
Hey, Zagal, you got a
You can
flask?
try.
You got a flask?
I'll try.
Do I
Is it
have a
unlocked?
flask?
Yeah,
Hold on.
Good if it's
I need
unlocked.
to
And
check.
It is locked.
I put a finger out and open the flask and drink everything in it,
Yeah, good.
and then
Wow.
hand it to you.
I take it from him and I kind of, fill it up with some of this blood. This thing. I'm gonna hold on to this for a while. Don't drink.
Now I'm gonna expect
Don't-
another flask.
Don't drink this.
Totally a normal deal.
Never know.
You gotta chug the flask.
So roll a
You can't give him a
performance
full
check to try
flask.
to thaumaturgy.
Oh, it only works if it's locked.
Oh, it's unlocked. Right. So that door is locked. And it looks pretty sturdy.
Yeah, it's locked and my boot's the key.
Yeah. Declan, I have a job for you. The only thing you're good at. Okay, weird. That was rude.
Get that door. Get that door, you son of a bitch. He's a damage sponge, too.
All right, kicking the
He
door.
Yeah,
likes
also
to
good
run
at that.
away when Guts is there, though.
15.
15. You kick it really hard. Your boot
My
kind
leg's
of caves
broken.
the door in ever so slightly. Not quite enough to open it.
Guess this isn't the right key.
Try the other key.
Oh yeah, they
Why
gave
you-
us a key. Does this shit work? Did I use the key?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do I need to do
You use
anything?
it on the door, and it kind of, you hear this loud punk. The lock.
Oh, yeah, I think
turns
that
over.
works.
Totally forgot
It's
about
probably-
that.
As you pull it, it kind of like falls over as this large fucking, it's basically broken in half as you pull it open. And you pull the fucking broken piece open. But what you look into is a very tiny and very cluttered office. And sitting in this very luxurious chair, in this set of very kind of beautiful satin robes with gilded kind of gold leaf trim, is just this skeleton in the chair. It
Oh.
appears to have
Wow.
because whoever was here died
Is that
long ago.
anonymous?
Not entirely a skeleton. There's still like bits of flesh, but he's obviously been here a very long time without being
Mr.
disturbed.
his robe?
Anonymous. Can you take his robe?
Take his robe.
Is he at a desk?
He's sitting.
Well,
at
I
the
have
desk,
no
yeah.
armor.
He's
Was he
kind of
writing
splayed.
anything?
He's kind of splayed down over what appears to be a letter. There's also bookshelves all over this room. They're just covered in different books.
Check out that letter.
Okay.
I wanna
You'll have
look
to. You kind of flop the skeletal body off of him. It's kind of as you pick it up, right? You realize there's this severe rigor mortis, and he kind of comes up off the desk like this.
Oh,
You
God.
push him back into his chair. He's sitting in his fucking chair like this. As you start reading this letter, and you look down and you read it, and it's obviously some sort of a suicide note. It says, "The artificers will not let me practice my new and explorative
Okay,
magics.
never mind. I felt bad for a
no-
second.
Right.
My new and explorative magic, there is no way I can allow any of my secrets to be taken
Oh,
with
it's
them.
just blood magic. Come on. Let me use it.
There is
Fuck you.
there is
It's
no
all good.
room for me in this plane of existence, and perhaps my soul shall be sent to a more
Yeah.
suitable one."
I wonder which plane he got
Wow.
sent to. Maybe the one called Hell.
And at the bottom, he signed it. It just says there's just a big S. Signs it with an S, as he appears to have died.
Anonymous S. All right.
Yep.
It's name.
Can I look at the books?
Sure.
Well, that's
Roll
unfortunate.
investigation check.
Right, investigation.
Do his desks have drawers?
I
They do.
I'm opening.
got a 4.
You got a 4.
4.
So you're
Man,
looking
Icarus is
around-
really good at investigating books. Let
You're
me
looking
tell you
around
guys.
this room, and it's not that you don't see anything, like just not seeing anything. You just don't see much that
Anything
sparks your
interesting?
interest. It's all very like kind of historical books, things that vaguely reference blood. A lot of herbalism type books. This guy is obviously putting something together, type of magic.
I was like, historical books. That wouldn't pique Icarus's interest, who's been studying the history of the
true,
land.
True. It's more. I don't know how to put it. It's
More
Dude,
of the
guys. This guy's just a phlebotomist, okay?
All right. I still want to take his robes.
Okay, so you start the process of like getting this dead body out of its robes, and it's really gross. I gotta tell you, as you're trying to pry the robes off this thing, there's a lot of cracking as you're like bending his arm back into position to get his arm out of the fucking hole. There's a lot of pieces falling off of him and shit like that. But alas, you managed to get these very beautiful, kind of heavy velvet red robes that are gilded. They're very dusty still.
Some
They could
disassembly required.
But they look pretty good. They're a little large for you, but you could wear them. What does anybody else want to do
I'm
in
looking
this
through the
room?
drawers, man.
Um,
Investigation or what?
Yeah, roll investigation.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
What's in that drawer?
You pull this drawer open and you find what appears to be some sort of a ledger. And as you pull it open, you start thumbing through it. You start to get the idea that this place itself was some type of a like illegitimate brothel. And as you get to the back of the notes, you realize he had all of his guests numbered and things like that. And you realize that this guy must have turned everyone that was in here at the time of the ritual into a ghoul. All the people you had slain had likely
turns them into ghouls.
likely been
lured him in
customers.
with sex.
And as you get to the back of this handmade ledger type notebook, you start seeing notes about the abomination he had crafted. It talks about how one of the ghouls had risen up and killed one of the other. And this kind of piqued his interest, so he rewarded it by attaching a part of that ghoul onto it. Over time,
guys,
this ghoul grew large and fat.
I bet this guy is just like an evil version of me. I bet his favorite food is blood sausage.
An evil person like
Is
you.
your favorite food? Oh, I get it. I get what you're saying.
And that's a long walk for a small drink of water right there, Michael. Let me tell you.
Hey, man. When you're thirsty, you gotta drink, man.
God.
I'm telling you, I used up my potential. Okay, it's all done.
Just stop.
It's gonna get worse. Just keep your ears and eyes open.
Underneath the ledger you found, though, because you rolled so high, you find this small, kind of ornate marble bowl, kind of akin to what is requested in the ritual you read about in your book.
That's going in Declan's butt butt of holding.
Butt of holding. That one's for the butt of holding right there. So, do you guys want to do anything else in this room? Do you guys want to leave and collect your board?
My bed.
You want to search the house a little more?
Got my very own.
Speeb has, in the course of this time, Speeb has no doubt made it back to the inn, and as has Edwin. He's probably made his way there to.
Just waiting. We told him to go there, and he's just like,
right. Yeah. Go there. We're gonna go kill a whole house full of fucked up shit. Then we'll come see you.
I'm gonna turn this shit in now.
Man, we're gonna stink.
You are gonna stink like bad. You smell like blood. There's this very
no worse
strong
than
smell
normal.
of iron that
We
you guys
need to take baths, guys.
could.
We could do it at the Oasis.
Yeah, there's
in front of our
pond, scum-filled pond next
You
to
have
our...
small places to clean yourselves. The Oasis, small kind of tubs. But you could find your way to a bathhouse in the artificial district.
I mean, we need to
Is there a bathhouse?
What's that? Everyone talk at once right there.
I need to get healed.
You need to get healed. Yeah, that's true. Guts has 3 health, guys.
That's what a long rest is for.
Yeah, you need to
cast
stagger your
healing.
way back to the inn.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on you. Fuck it.
There you go.
1d8 plus my spellcasting modifier.
Guts' face from the bludgeoning he took from the
You got
Goliath. He looks
10
like a
health.
boxer who just lost the heavyweight title. Like his shit is all swollen together.
Well, I just healed you for 10, so you at least got that going for you.
Yeah, as you put your hands
Adrian!
on him, he's really tall, so as you put your hands on his 6-pack abs, his swelling kind of goes down his face.
I didn't hear no bell.
I gave it a little kiss, like you're supposed to do.
There you go. Feel better, buddy. So do you guys want to head back to the post office? Do you want to split up? What do you want to do?
Is there a bathhouse between the post office and where we're at?
Yeah, there is. It's within the artificer's district.
Why don't we swing by the bathhouse, bathe, then go to the post office, turn it in, and then go back to the inn?
Could do that.
Sounds like a very reasonable course of action.
Just so then when we show up, we're not like, oh, hey, Edwin, check us out. We smell like guts, but we got $800.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
Guts just
800
smells...
smackaroos.
Guts just smells like himself.
Right,
No, Guts is offended when you say that.
Or do we all smell like him?
So you guys walk out of the front door of the burnt-out, ghoulish estate. You have successfully completed the job you're contracted to do, and take a look back at it.
First thing I want to say to those people
Not eager to go back.
Who the fuck is anonymous?
Do you want to close? Do you want to close the door? The door is blown off. Door is blown off by fire. Nope.
I was like, you can't really close the door.
You walk as you're walking out. You see the smoldering door on the front lawn. You walk out.
Sorry.
And the place you're looking for, I'm not gonna make you look for a guy to find this place so that he can tell you. You're walking on your way out of the city, and you see a place called the Enchanted Waters Bathhouse. Looks very fancy and almost pompous presentation. But you guys walk out, completely covered in blood. Make your way through the door, and a very tall, slender, elven man walks in. Oh my goodness! He looks very worried based on the amount of blood covered on you guys. Are you all right? Do you need medical attention? Is everyone here okay?
Just catch up. A real mess of eaters.
Okay, all right then. Having an out then. You guys are just in need of cleaning though, right? He kind of looks at you guys, suspicious of the amount of blood on you.
What else is
Obviously,
there?
what else would we come to a bathhouse for?
Oh, well, the Enchanted Waters offers many things. We offer a full-service massage. We offer a communal bath. This is our cheapest package in the
guys wanna
Enchanted
have
Waters
a group
themselves. You could each get your own private baths, which is a bit more expensive.
You guys
You
think we're
could
that
get,
close?
get the full package, which is a massage, a bath, and a facial of sorts. We give you this extract put on your body and
for
space.
luxury right now.
Ooh. Yeah, I guess we don't really have time for that.
I can assure you we will be.
No, I don't think there's ever not enough time for a massage.
Right? That you kind of want.
This ordeal will take you at least an hour.
Spa day.
It would be
Declan's going straight to business. He just wants to
10
bathe.
10 gold for everyone to make their way into the communal bath. 10 gold for all of them.
You sure that it'll be 10 gold with how much we need cleaning? I don't know if that's a fair price.
Must scare all your other customers.
You seem to
Filling up with
underestimate the Enchanted Waters.
Oh, it's enchanted water, so it's just.
I don't know. I think 10 gold is telling me that it better make me clean. I better come out smelling like peaches and roses at 10 gold.
He kind of
Peaches and roses together.
He kind of points towards what is a hallway that's kind of got these shelves filled with crystals all over them. Like, let me show you to this. And there's these kind of large crystals all over the shelves with these tags on them. One says lavender, one says, sandalwood, all these
Skip.
different things. And he's like, you're going to grab one of these, and you're going to walk into the enchanted water. And you're going to come out feeling better than ever.
Peaches and cream.
But
You
it's-
look for one that says peaches, and then you find another one that says cream, and you're like, okay, let's take both of these.
Declan's gonna smell like peaches and cream.
So Declan,
ID.
getting more comfortable with the idea of getting nude, disrobes,
Yes.
and he stands facing the waters naked, holding his crystals of cleanliness out.
Walking out
And
like that.
As he walks into the waters, you can see the waters start to swirl and coalesce around him and start to lift him up in the air, and then just kind of push him back down into the water before he pops back up in this kind of centralized pool of white and orange waters that have cleaned him. And he's now kind of standing, looking around. It smells very nice. You
Standing
feel very good.
Standing straight up.
The enchanted waters also close up all of
Hanging-
the wounds in your
hanging
body.
in the-
They restore your health back to full. Is anyone else doing this?
Hell yeah.
All right.
I would like to have.
I'm still bartering
My-
with
my
this
hope.
guy.
How much?
Everybody else is just jumping in, and I'm
How
over
much
here
is
trying
this?
to
10
talk
apiece
to
or
this guy.
10
10
together.
for everybody.
All together.
2 apiece.
Yeah,
So
two.
how many?
Oh, I know, but I'm talking to
scent
him right now.
combinations can we do here?
I'm talking
You're
to
talking
him.
to
I'm-
him, but I think he's not talking to you.
Yeah, Declan already gave him his 2 gold, and Declan's like,
I'm
I need to
in.
get some blood off of
I'm
me.
in and I'm out.
As you're in the water naked, you can see that some of the what'd you call them? Just the staff that work here are tending to your armor. They're kind of cleaning, they're sponging the blood off of your armor, kind of washing your clothes ever so
Goddamn.
slightly.
Can I live here?
Oh, this is a swanky place. So everyone else picked their flavors for the pool.
Scents,
That they're
flavors.
going to.
How many flavors can we pick here?
Yeah.
You can
Lilac.
Is
You
this
can
like
grab as
Baskin
many as you
Robbins?
want. As you go to grab a 4th one, though, the guy kind of stops. He's like, "Please, you don't trust me when I say less is more." When you,
I mean,
when you
just
mix the chemicals.
curious. What
They're
happens
very
if I
potent.
use all 31?
We tend to try to keep it down to a lower. It can aggravate the enchanted
This is
waters.
called
It is best not. It is
Bath and
a very
Robbins.
fickle thing to keep the waters pure and that magic strong. That's what Mike Tyson would call it.
Bath and Robbins.
Baskin Robbins. So,
Well,
what are we
Icarus
doing?
just kind of walks over and just grabs one randomly because he doesn't really know what any of the scents are anymore. Because he's like, well, I don't know what any of these are.
Okay.
Just kind of randomly grabs one as he walks by, and he's like, well, there we go.
So you pick one up, and it's got kind of this amber look to it. And as you walk into the water, all the water around you just turns completely gray.
Since they do massages,
It's the
no.
same kind of process.
I have
kind of
perfected
overtakes you.
Enchanted Waters. No. It's called Bath and Robbins because they do massages and baths. And they have
And,
31 cents.
As the water starts to drain down you, and you find yourself completely clean, the stone you picked has this strong smell of a campfire, kind of this woodsy type of smell.
That's pretty nice. That was a good choice, Icarus.
Oh, I thank you. Didn't even mean it. I
As
just picked
Icarus
one
is
up.
nude in the water, kind of doing that bird thing ducks do with their butt when they're wet. You know what I mean?
Like a wiggling.
Yeah.
Wiggling my
What
feet.
sense did you nerd?
Almost
today?
like dance moves.
What did you pick, Guts? Are you going to indulge?
Yeah, I go with the
Unscented.
mildest smelling one that I can find.
Pick the unscented
and,
musk.
Fresh
Step-
linen.
Black
You find a
ice.
very small one that just says "Left" underneath of it.
Black ice.
You grab it and you start walking out there, and the pool starts swirling around you, and it smells very much like a freshly crafted saddle or something like that. You
Leather.
smell this kind of earthy leather.
What did you pick, Aaron?
I want a nice vetiver.
What is
Like
that?
if patchouli
Ah.
actually smelled good.
Chili does smell good if it's in small
Chili is
doses.
the worst smell on the planet.
No.
All right, so
It's
you
not.
you
It's
search
not at all.
long and hard, and you finally find a crystal that seems to smell like whatever you just said. And you walk to the pool with it, and the same similar process happens. The waters kind of take you over and splash over you, and they run back down you.
I
The
know what
blood
scent
has
Gaul
soaked
wants.
into you. You feel clean.
Beer.
And
Yes,
what do I
Gaul,
want?
what
Beer
scent?
scent.
Alcohol.
Hops.
Bourbon.
I know. I was actually thinking like raspberry lemonade.
Okay.
What the fuck?
That's
You grab a last raspberry
You just
one.
had
You
to one
search
up the peaches and
long
cream.
and hard.
The
You
I
fuck?
don't know. I think
grab
peaches
one
and
that
cream
says
sounds
you find one that says citrus, and you grab that one. You make your way to the pool, and a similar dramatic clashing of the two crystals occurs, and you come back down smelling like raspberry lemonade. Man. You guys are all smelling good and
Fuck yes.
feeling good as you begin
feel
to
like
emerge.
all of these smells together is horrendous.
Only time will tell.
It's all right. It's like it's like
Could've gone with
everybody
one
wears
uniform
cologne.
smell.
They all wear different colognes, and they all meet up, and it's okay.
Yeah.
As you guys are drying yourselves off and putting your clothes back on, you realize that they have scented your clothes with some kind of a softener that
They
makes
have
it smell.
stolen all of your clothes.
Did they clean the robes that I got from the
Absolutely.
dead guy too?
As you walk up to your bags, you see this list that is in front of them, and it documents every single thing that was in the bag.
Oh, the egg. The egg. Where's the egg?
Yeah. As you walk up to the bag, you look at your list, Florian. And at the very bottom, it just says egg, question mark. And then under that, it says bigger egg, question mark.
Yeah, I'm happy you said that, because I was going to say, we still have the basilisk egg, because what's his name still hasn't, we haven't even seen him since. He's
Right. He hasn't really made contact with you.
Fuck you, Tucci. He doesn't know about it, and don't make him.
He's got bigger problems. He just failed.
You can walk that
He's had the
egg.
worst envoy in like 1,000
I
years.
don't want to hawk the egg, because then that's when he's going to be like, so,
Then we just lie to him.
got that egg?
Or we keep a pet basilisk.
It's like, you know what, dude? I'm going to tell your
It'd be fun
brother.
to train
I'm
your
going to tell
baby
your brother
basilisk.
you called him
Yeah.
a dick. You're going to
Anyways,
die.
as you guys put all your clothes back on, you're feeling fresh and fly as fuck, and you make your way out of the place smelling good and feeling good. And the elven guy kind of, thank you all. Please come back anytime. I do insist you try our full service sometime. He kind of waves as you guys make your way
I'll
out
be
of the
back.
building.
Didn't even
And,
listen to my persuasion.
everyone just kind of ran past you into the pool. They're like, pool
Yeah, we were so
party.
excited.
Grabbed their flavor crystals and got to smelling good.
All right.
Send-
So now are we
send
making our
crystals.
way towards the post office?
Yeah, to the post office. It is growing later in this Arthurtanian day as you make your way on the bit of a walk that it is to the Embers post office, and there's a smaller line there at this time of day. You wait a couple minutes before the guy comes back and he's like, wow! So did you guys fail? He kind of looks at you guys, shocked at how clean you are. Did you guys manage to do it?
Not even a scratch on us, do you see? We are that
Oh,
good.
Do you know how many ghouls there were inhabiting the place that you had slain?
10 and some kind of flesh golem.
Okay. It all seems up to the information we got here. He seems to be looking at a different sheet of information. He had not shown you guys. Well, it all seems to add up to me. Here you go. And he pulls out this pouch, sets it on the table in front of you
I'm
guys.
curious, do you know what happened to the owner of said house we were,
I'm not allowed to talk about any of the
because I'll tell you
confidential.
what happened. He killed himself.
You are right about that.
Yep.
You are right about that.
So no need to be confidential. We know. Why don't you, spill the
I'm
beans
afraid.
with us?
I'm afraid I've given you all I can. He kind of pushes the gold towards you guys.
Do we know Anonymous?
No, that's what makes them anonymous.
But how do you
Can
know if
we
I
know
don't know?
Anonymous?
How do you know who I know?
I don't know who you know.
Exactly. So you just lied to me.
You got me. So you take the
I don't know where
800
I'm going
gold.
with this.
Declan, I don't think this is getting anywhere.
I'm just
Yeah, did we get
fucking
it
with
yet?
this. I'm just fucking with this guy, I guess.
Thank you.
Alright,
Please come
alright,
back if you
I
need more
appreciate
work.
Is
You
that the
guys-
bounty still open?
The bounty has been picked up by a different hunter at this point in time, but
Do you happen to have any other
should-
jobs that have an open time limit on, turning them in? Kind of indefinite
at the
job.
moment, we are in the process of approving a new set of, but there is only no one has picked up the zookeeping job at this point.
Is that one a time sensitive?
No, it just needs to be
job?
done as soon as possible.
Well, I mean,
Dr. Kothnagas has been
Can
told
you
to
give us
report
more
to her.
details on that job?
how much is
Sure, let me
how
pull it
much
up.
is Cocknoggin ready to pay us?
He looks at it. He looks at his glass. He's like, "This is a 1,500 gold job.
Whoa, for some shit, you guys.
You will need to collect."
Go to the mystical bathhouse also afterwards, and it doesn't even matter. We don't have to stink.
Maybe we could. I mean, what about Edwin?
I know you
might
like
be
to think that your shit don't stink.
Let me find this page so I can tell you exactly what this quest entails.
Cocknoggin!
So for this quest, you will be required to take 4 samples. You'll need to take a sample from the Kraken
Is this just Jurassic
aquarium.
Park? I gotta dig through shit.
You will need to take a basilisk sample from the basilisk habitat. You'll need to take an owl bear sample, and you'll need to find a giant alligator that you'll need to collect a sample.
Sounds the most dangerous thing I've
Yes.
with you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pass on this one. What you guys? You want to take the shitty job?
That's a pretty shitty jail.
A lot of people have been passing on it lately. Dr. Koth has had this one up for about a week now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm
So
just a
I
bit too
thank you for
Well.
your work done for us. If you come back perhaps later in the week, you'll
Stool samples.
have more
huh?
work.
Well, I think you better take a seat on a stool, because this one is going to be sitting there for a while, man. I don't think anyone wants this job.
I believe you're correct, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
But not for your joke.
Yeah, no, it wasn't very good.
As you
It was
guys
different
make
in
your
my
way,
head. I said it and it just didn't sound good.
make your way out of the Embers post office back towards the Oasis Edge. Is that what it's called?
The
Did I
edge
get
of
that wrong?
The edge of Oasis.
Edge of Oasis. Sorry. You guys make your way there, and it takes a decent amount of time to get there from the post office, but you guys are 800 gold richer. However, you decide to divide that up.
What if we
As
just
you
took our own samples and turned them in? What would happen
as
then?
you make your way, you open the bar door, and the bar is filled with the sound of music as Edwin is standing there in his best clothes that are still a bit too tight fitting for him. His shirt buttons are obviously a little strained, but you hear him playing out of his beautiful accordion, and he begins singing, "When the moon hits your eyes." He's some kind of strange Frank Sinatra ripoff as he's pulling this accordion back and forth and filling the place with music.
We're a jazz club now.
As
Okay.
Beeb and Ember seem to be dancing to Edwin's strange brand of music.
A jazz club that with jugglers
Beeb
and a
makes his way up
guy
to
that
you
wants to
guys,
kick people's ass.
holding a very large, dark-looking mug of ale. He hands it to Declan. "Here we are. Here's the catch.
What's the catch?
This is what I got. This is the keg of ale I brought
I
back
mean,
from
what's the
brewery."
catch?
Oh, no catch. It just gets you fucked up. You get hungover. That's the catch.
That's the catch. God damn it. Start drinking it. What? And I'm just looking eyes agape at Zagal while I'm drinking the thing.
Yeah, you got another one of those for me.
Wow.
You guys are
All
festively.
I drank it all.
beginning to Speed comes out and brings you guys each your own mug of ale.
Do we split the gold evenly between all 5 of us?
5, 4.
160.
Oh yeah, okay. I guess if that's what we're doing.
And you guys begin to partake in the drinking of this thick black, what is this, stout from the brewery he bought.
I don't.
Known as the Black
Florian
Thing
must be
Stout.
coming
Icarus
up
is
on
not.
like 700 gold by now. 800 gold, maybe. Maybe even 900.
She's saving up for a horse.
So mystery.
How much did we get each?
160.
So, as you guys are beginning to drink and music fills the inn, people start to poke their head in the door and they're kind of asking, are you guys open? Can we come in for a drink? And Speed kind of looks at them and then looks at you guys and he's like, are we open?
I mean, it is your
We could have
establishment.
like a
Beef.
sneak preview kind of thing.
Yeah, and these people will
Sure,
also
sure,
spread
come
the
on,
word.
come
Word of
on.
mouth. Just don't,
A couple of
my God.
scraggly
We're gonna
Probably
have a
looking-
grand opening tomorrow.
young men come in and Speed hands them 3 mugs of thick black stout.
Cheers.
Wow. Thank you. And they clang their glasses together as you guys all kind of sit back in this merry moment, watching as they all enjoy the bars somewhat opened at this point in time. And that is where we're going to end our session tonight, guys.
That's a good
Getting
point.
drunk.
You guys are
Always
sitting
a good
back,
segue.
enjoying, getting drunk,
Zgal
celebrating
is
victory.
very happy at this moment.
Well, I'm not getting drunk. I'm just talking because
I haven't been very happy.
alcohol is poisonous to Icarus, and that is a bad thing. If I poison myself after we
There's
win.
a big tall glass
Good
of
job,
water.
guys. Now I'm gonna go kill myself.
It's been
Following in the footsteps of the last guy who owned the brothel.
Speed pours Icarus a tall glass of lemonade.
Oh, I thank you, Steve.
Sugar
Appreciate
water.
it.
There you go.
Alrighty, guys. That will be it.
Awesome.
And with
I would
that,
play,
That was
I would
fun.
literally play until 8 in the morning, but I work at 10 in the morning. I should probably go.
Oh, gosh.
I won't be able to play next week. Just a heads up, guys.
I
Okay.
probably won't either.
Alright, we might postpone it. We'll see what happens. When the time
Just a heads
comes.
up. You can play without me, but that's me and
Alright.
my wife will be in Flagstaff, so we
Okay.
can't.
Hey, I live in
Alrighty.
Flagstaff now.
hi.
Yeah,
on
but
this-
we'll be camping, so that's a little bit.
Hey, I camp in Flagstaff.
Hey, Johnny's homeless camping in Flagstaff.
All
Yeah,
right.
for real.
I am going to end the stream. So everybody say
Goodbye.
Bye.
Joe.